You're watching Sam Welby Experience.
Hey there, thank you, Dougie. How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Here we go. It's another preseason game. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings, they are going to look to battle it out. And man, I don't know about you, but I used to love the Leaf and Red Wings rivalry back in the day from the old Norris division when, man, the Leafs and the Wings all the time. But we're going to get to see it here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hey, Kayla, how's it going? Welcome in. Suzanne, welcome in. New sub, way to go. Jay, how's it going? Daniel Barry in the house. What is up? Hey, Morgan, how's it going? Nick, what is shaking? Welcome in. Casey, how's it going? Thank you, Steve, hitting that follow button. Appreciate it. Alan, how's it going? Welcome in. Mike, good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Go Leafs, go. Go Wings, go. Here we go. It is going to be a whole lot of fun as we are kicking off a stretch of what is going to be some unbelievable streams because the Toronto Blue Jays starting that division series coming up on Saturday. We'll have game 1 and 2 Saturday and Sunday, game 3 and 4 a little bit later in the week. We'll be watching tonight, listening along. Who's going to take it, Boston or New York, as they're going to that game 3. Hey, Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Who are we expected to see tonight, Sam? Who's going to be playing? What are the expected lineups? Well, let's go through it real quickly before things get going here today. For the Maple Leafs, we're expecting to see Matthew Nyes with Austin Matthews and Max Domi. Alfredo, how's it going? Welcome in. We're expecting to see Bobby McMahon, John Tavares, and William Nylander. Now, these are expected to be the top 6 in the regular season. Line 3, Dakota Joshua, Nicholas Roy, and Matthias McKelly expected to be another trio. Then we got Steven Lorentz with Scott Lawton and Easton Cowan. That's right. Looks like Easton Cowan is going to make the big club. On the D side, Jake McCabe with Chris Tanev, Morgan Riley, Brendan Carlo, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and Simon Benoit. On the goaltending side, it's going to be Anthony Stolarz with Dennis Hildeby right behind him. Max, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Now, if we take a look for the Wings, what we're expecting to see is Andrew Cobb with Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond. We got DeBrincat with Casper. Now, Patrick Kane did practice with these guys, but he was yet to be a game time decision. We got Soderblom with JT Compher, same thing as Kane, and Mason Appleton. Emmett Finney with Michael Rasmussen and Jonathan Berggren. On the D side, Ben Sherratt with Moritz Seider, Simon Edvinsson with Albert Johansson, Eric Gustafsson with Axel Sandin Pelika, and the goaltenders, Michael Postava and Cam Talbot is who we are expecting to see. Cove, what's going on? No Reimer tonight. No Reimer tonight. Jacob, how's it going? It's still preseason. 2 preseason games left. We got tonight and then Saturday night, and it all starts for real next week. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Karen, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. As you are joining us tonight, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that like button for us. It's really important because it tells everybody, hey, this is a pretty good place. And of course, if you're not already following along, you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe. Yeah, Jacob, I'm with you. Saturday in Blue Jays. So here, this is what it's going to look like. If the Blue Jays end up facing the Yankees, it'll be a 4:00 game on Saturday, a 4:00 game on Sunday. The Leafs will be 7:00 on Sunday. Should it be the Boston Red Sox, it's going to be a 1:00 game on Saturday and then a 4:00 game on Sunday. So either way, we'll probably get a doubleheader stream action on Saturday. Blue Jays and either the Yankees or the Red Sox, followed by the Maple Leafs. And then on Sunday, we'll have game 2 of that crazy series. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll want you to join us and hang out for some playoff baseball. But tonight, it's all about the blue and white and the red and white, the Maple Leafs and the Red Wings going home and home, a little back-to-back action to close out the preseason. And I'm with you. A lot of folks saying, would have been great to see James Reimer. Would have been great to see James Reimer. Well, I agree it would be. Maybe he'll get his due tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. Nick, I know you're asking me a bunch of questions in there, so let me scroll back because the game's going to start in a moment. Thoughts on Luke Hughes signing a 7-year deal? I think it's great. Luke Hughes deserves it. I mean, he is awesome. There's been a few signings, especially one we need to talk about, Kirill Kaprizov. We're going to talk about all those signings a little bit later tonight. Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in. Just a guest. Good to see you. Hockey, what's up? Welcome in. Now, next week is going to be up in the air. I don't think we're going to be streaming Tuesday night because we got the baseball. I believe it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're going to have to see what the series is up to and make a game time decision about the home opener. Cohen, what's going on? Welcome in. How much more minutes till it? They're just finishing up the Canadian national anthem, and then this game is going to be underway. We're going to switch over in just a minute to get this going. Oh, man, the big Canadian flag being draped across. A lot of young fans in attendance tonight. A lot of fans getting a chance to bring in some preseason action. Of course, the Blue Jays as well doing a little inter-squad game for, I think it was like $10 a ticket or $20 a ticket, allowing people to come have some fun. It's awesome. Hey, Todd, how's it going? Talbot, the old man, let's go. Wings, my underdogs. Oh, I hope we're going to get some fried wings tonight. Jonathan, how's it going? I kind of want the Sox to win it. I've been picking the Sox, and we'll see if they are going to be the ones who get there. We have a doubleheader. We need to post-stream wrap up yeah. All righty, the anthems are done. It is just about time to drop the puck and get this one going. So let's get ourselves organized and ready to rock and roll. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Welcome in, everybody. It's just about time to get the game going. Cam Talbot, who had a 21-19 record last season, going to get the start here for Detroit with a 293 goals against and a 900 save percentage. And over on the other side, my man, Anthony Stolarz, 21-8-3 last year with a 214 and a 926. Stolarz recently signing an extension, going to be sticking around in Toronto for just a little while, and I could not be more pumped up, more excited to have him here. All right, let's fire this one up. Yeah, that's right, DJ, that's right, absolutely. It's time to drop the puck. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Game on, as they say in the streets. Here we go. Puck is dropped, and we are officially underway as the Matthews, Nyes, and Domi line kicking it off here for Toronto. They're going to bring this one down around. Let's get this graphic a little more centered here to make it a little easier to read. There we go. Perfect. In full effect now. Leafs going to dump this one down. Matthews trying to cut through. Johansson taking the puck away from him. Domi comes flying in trying to lay a bump. He cannot. The wings, a little cross-ice pass. DeBrincat trying to feed it across. That's broken up by McCabe. Jake McCabe doing a nice job. Going to feather it up to Domi. Domi looking for Matty Nyes. That one doesn't connect, in the wings take possession in their own zone. They're going to look to run this one up right by their own bench. Got caught up. Almost too many men. Detroit over the line. A long shot that's blocked. Another shot by Sider that's blocked again. Two early shot blocks from Toronto. This around in the corner. Carlo trying to get up on his man. Feathered to the point with a shot, and Stolarz going to stop that one. Toronto going to pick it up. They're going to work this one up the far side of the ice. Cutting back around is Willie Nylander going for a skate. Big Willie Styles passing it up the middle, getting it over to Bobby McMahon. Back to Nylander coming in. Oh, what a save. What a move. As William Nylander, a little give and go with Bobby Mack, and he cut right through. That was huge. Duke, how's it going? Welcome in. What a great move. Nylander, a little pass off, drive to the net, gets it returned from McMahon. If those two can get a good chemistry going, that would be special. Hey, Jacob, I might be in the live for the Jays games. Can't wait. Oh, Jacob, it's going to be so exciting. So exciting. Of course, the Yankees in New York, they've put a region restriction. Blue Jay fans not able to buy tickets to go to any games in New York, as they're doing a restriction based off credit card address. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Ekman Larson bringing this one in. We got a delayed penalty coming up. And this is going to be on the Red Wings, it looks like. So Toronto going to go to the power play. So there we go. There we go. An early power play. Make it happen. Make it happen. Boy, that little give and go was so good. So Joshua got wrapped up here by Appleton, and I believe Appleton is going to get the call for that, and it is. Appleton gets the gate for holding. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Was thinking you would be doing the baseball game tonight. No, Jeffrey, we're sitting out the Yankee. Oh, here's a shot right on. Nice save by Talbot. They score! Tavares! I lied. It's Austin Matthews. Matthews at the side of the net, 6 seconds into the power play. And Jeffrey, I was going to answer your question. And Matthews decided to score to interrupt it. Toronto right off the draw. They threw this one towards the net. Tavares got the original tip on it. Came to the side of the net. And Matthews shot it. I thought it went off Tavares, but it looks like it's clean in by your captain, Austin Matthews. There we go. Way to go, Matthews. So, Jeffrey, to answer your question, we've been sitting out the Yankees-Red Sox series because there's some great folks doing it, and we wanted to make sure to be here for the Leaf game tonight. But I won't lie. If we had done the baseball game, it would have been advantageous for me to do that. But no, we're going to sit that one out. We're going to sit here and pick up where we left off and get some hockey action going on. What a great goal. Hey, John, how's it going? Great shot by Matthews to bury it. 1-0 Maple Leafs. This being dumped in around the corner. Stolarz going to bank it off the boards. Nyes and Tavares picking up the assist. Here comes Toronto again. 2-on-1. Riley breaking. Toronto shoots. And a nice stop here. Steven Lorentz coming in, wanted to take it himself. Hey, Runes Games, how's it going? Welcome in to the Yankees game. You would have been hostility in the chat. Yeah, but Duke, we would have had thousands of people in the chat. If we seeing some of the streams going on, it's been madness. But nope, it's not our style. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Good job, Riley, jumping up in the play. Matthews back on here to take the draw. Going to win this one back over to McCabe. Throws it towards the net. Talbot puts it off the blocker. Into the corner. Trying to bring this one across. Toronto battling in here. Good forecheck. Matthews to Domi. He gets tied up. Gets it back to Matthews. Behind the net. Across in front to Nyes. He can't tip that one in. Detroit going to pick this one up. They're going to move it in their own side. Hey, Triton, what's going on? Welcome in. Gerard, how's it going? Toronto forcing Detroit back. Domi get on side. He just can't. Matthews has to let it go, and they have to tag up. Here come the Wings. Up over the line, taking a little bump, but flipping it in. Ekman Larson going to play this one around to Bobby McMahon. Bobby with a little stick lift comes away with the puck. McMahon driving it all the way. He's going to turn the corner. Bobby Mack with a shot right on. Talbot with a nifty little save. Nylander was there as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. They're flying today, folks. Here's a quick shot, and Stolarz is going to glove that out of the air. He's going to hang on to it. What a hot start here for Toronto. That is exactly what we like to see. Exactly what we like to see. So let's keep this one going, Leafs. Let's keep this one driving. Trying to bring this across. Fighting, they're battling here. Big battle going on. Down around behind the net. Toronto here to pick this one up. Ekman Larson took a high stick. Couldn't clear it. Tavares has to come back and pick it up. Bo, how's it going? Boys had a solace practice in Bracebridge yesterday. Yeah, I love when they go up north. I love when they hit up. It's so good. That's going to be an icing call. 4 minutes gone here in the first period. But yeah, I love when they hit up the cottage country. It's so good to see, and they love it too, right? How can you not? Maple Leafs 2-1-1 in the preseason so far, and they got some good jump going. Hey, Kathleen, how's it going? Welcome in, B Disney. Good to see you. And the folks up at practice yesterday too were very accommodating. Detroit off the draw, going to bring this one in. Shot is going to get knocked down. Benoit in there trying to take it away. This one goes up in the corner. Ekman Larson watching the man in front, walking right out. Stolarz down with the poke check. and he's going to cover this one up. Sounds like that octopus might refuse an appearance here. Yeah, Todd, they are. Hey, whatever. How's it going? Wings are a little bit flat. The Leafs definitely have a bigger jump tonight than Detroit does. But this was a nice little play. Detroit finding some open space, able to walk towards the front of the net. Off the draw, back to the line. Leafs struggling to get this one out. This is going to be picked up. Turning around, Michelli going to play this one up. Long pass. Here's Joshua in over the line. He has it taken away. And it's flipped up, and it kind of goes out of play. Hits the top of the glass and buckles over. So we're going to be watching this season, Michelli and Domi, to see if they are going to flip-flop lines. Who do I want between the Sox and the Yankees tonight? I kind of want the Red Sox. We've had a long rivalry with the New York Yankees, the Yankee fans and I. So just to keep that alive, I'd like to see the Red Sox pull it out. Setting it up off the draw. Detroit is going to come away with this one. Up the ice, long pass, and Riley has to race all the way back, and they're going to blow this one down as an icing. You hate the Yankees. Yeah, we're going to be checking in. That game doesn't start till after 8 o'clock, so we're going to be checking in a little bit later and see how they are doing and how that game is going. So here comes Lawton, Laurent, and Easton Cowan. Going to get their first shift here tonight. Off the draw, Lawton going to win that one. Laurent's trying to fight through. Now, I'll be honest with you. Should Cowan stick around more than the first handful of games? If they're just going to play him on the fourth line, I think it's a little bit of a waste. Cowan trying to push this one through. His pass gets picked off, and the Wings going to flip it in the corner, and they're going to chase in after it. Tanev back, going to play it around the boards. Picked up, Toronto, over to McCabe. McCabe, a nice little move. He comes out, puts it across, back to McCabe between his legs. Cowan going to pick this one up, but it's offside. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, I'm glad we could be here for you, Laura. I'm glad we could bring you some coverage. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a very fun game. Maple Leafs last year, 52 wins on the season, second in the National Hockey League. A great regular season they had. I wish they could have turned it around. Casey, hope the Yanks win just because the Tigers own them this year. Hey, Beverly, welcome in. Benoit picking this one up off the face-off. He's going to put this one off the boards. It comes to the line. Wings going to hold it in, and now it's going to pop up and out of play. Good job there. I mean, the Wings coming close. You know, they got a lot of talent on this team. Hey, Charlie, how's it going? Welcome in. They do have a lot of talent, this Detroit team, a lot of young talent. Matthews going to win another draw. Comes over to Ekman Larson. Going to go high off the boards. This tip down the ice. Domi going to race in. Goaltender Talbot out to play it. Domi up on him. Forces him to move it. Here comes Nyes on the forecheck. The Wings do a nice job, but they can't control their passing, and this comes out to Benoit. Benoit going to tip it up. Domi down the ice, and that one is going to be icing as it was pushed just from the wrong side of center. Oh, nice one, Joshua. Awesome. Did you get some good stuff? I have to get an order in for myself, actually. I need to pick up some new stuff. Just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I'm debating on a couple of different style hats. Here they come again. Stolar's going to race back. Domi going to tip this one out and down the ice. It's not enough for icing this time. Going to turn it around, and here they go on the way. If you're looking to pick up some Fanatic stuff, ooh, they changed the link. Let's see what happened. Why did they change? So let's go, Leafs. Leafs can pick this one up. Have no fear. Toronto is here. if you're looking to get some Leaf stuff, make sure you check out our Fanatics link. Same regular price as if you were to buy it on your own, but we do get a little kickback from it. Here's a shot right in front and a nice save by Stellars. Getting the glove up there. Hey, CK, thank you for the follow. We are a Fanatics affiliate. You can click in our link. This link will take you to the Maple Leaf section, but you can navigate around once you're in there, and then certainly you can pick up whichever you would like, and we appreciate it. All righty. Leafs off to a good start here. Some good jump. Shots are pretty even. However, Leafs get one on the board, and that is the all-important first one. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Lots of whistles. Yeah, Matt, isn't it funny how we see this? Garage Goose, how's it going? Isn't it funny how we see this? Sometimes these games will go, and they'll play like half the period nonstop, no whistles. And then other games, you get icing after icing after icing, at a play after at a play after at a play. Hey, Patoli, how's it going? Welcome in. Again, thanks everybody for joining us here tonight. Some of you may not know who I am, and that's okay. My name is Sam. I'm a longtime Leaf fan. I'm a longtime Toronto sports fan. And we love our hockey. We love our baseball. We love everything about the city, almost everything about the city. So we're happy that you joined us. We will be here covering hockey all season long. Of course, we're dealing with some baseball playoffs right now, and that is super exciting. So we'll be following the Blue Jays, but once baseball is all said and done, we're going to be hockey, multiple 3, 4, 5 times a week. We will be here, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching along with us. Make sure you're hitting that like button or tapping that screen. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we are so close, coming up to 3,400 already, which is absolutely wild. The other thing is our show is very different than other people's shows. We want you to chat. We want you to talk. We want to talk to you. So if you're a first-time watcher and you've never come in the chat before, come on in, say hello. We'd love to talk with you. During the play, it's a little hard because it moves fast, but we want to acknowledge you, and it's just a way we can have a whole lot of fun. And for those watching on the television, thank you for putting us on the big screen. I hope our setup looks well or works well on your screen. And you know what? Sammy forgot to make a couple little updates here. So let's organize this a little bit better so it makes a whole lot of more sense. Let's see. Oh, all right. That one is not going to let me to move it. One moment. We'll just do it that way then. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's pick this game back up as Toronto has it at their own blue line. 13 minutes to go here in the first period. Hey, Brennan, what's going on? Hey, Deuce, thank you for hitting that follow. It's on TV. Hey, Danny, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Easton Cowan won the Memorial Cup with the London Knights this past season. Absolutely stellar. We were following that one along. That was very exciting. Cowan and the London Knights put on a good show. Their team was so strong. It was almost not fair. Toronto off the draw again. Going to send this one down the ice. No icing. Waved off. Sider going to come back to pick it up. Little flip pass all the way down. And Stellars is going to come out. He's going to set this one up. Stellars, nice pass up to Easton Cowan. Cowan going to headman this one across. Lawton coming up. Lawrence driving towards the net. Can't get him the puck. Lawrence back with it. He's going to cycle this one down in the corner to Cowan. Cowan getting bumped on the boards. Let's go Blue Jays. Hey, Tim, welcome in. Go Leafs. Wing's going to clear this one down again. Ekman Larson back to pick it up. He's going to rotate this one around. And it's going to come all the way. Toronto on the near side of the ice. Cowan going to tip it up to Lawrence. Lawrence to Lawton over the line. Going to feed it to Benoit driving the rush, and he one-hands it towards the net. That one is going to be steered aside. That's right, Kathleen. Absolutely. I love me my Panthers. Domi, one hand on the stick. He's driving it in. That's going to be picked up, and the Wings going to clear this one out down the ice. Florida, Kathleen. Florida has some interesting issues this season. Going to be curious to see what they do to overcome them. Here's a long shot. Stellars sees that one all the way through, catches it with the left hand. A nice little glove. Oh, the hat, dropping the hat. Thank you so much, Garage Goose. I appreciate that cap. Love that one. I looked down at the right time to see that one. Very cool. That was Mitch Martyr doing with Vegas. So Anthony, so far he's looking good. He had a beauty little backhanded saucer pass to set up a goal. But he's looking okay. You know Marner's going to have a great regular season. There's no doubt about it. The shot is going to go wide. Behind the net, Riley tried to get rid of it, gives it away. Detroit coming in front. It's taken away by Nyes. Nyes carrying it down the near side, dumping it in. Domi, he's crashing towards the net. Nyes takes two wings into the corner. Domi tried to get it in front. He couldn't, and the wings going to turn around. They're going to look to regroup and start to move forward. DeBrincat flipping this one all the way down. Tanev racing back. They're going to say no icing call. Tanev gets there, gets it over to McMahon. I'm okay with no icing call. That's right, Matt. We were in Florida for Jacob Dobish's NHL debut, where the Montreal Canadiens wiped the Florida Panthers 4-0. That was so exciting. Hey, Michael, how's it going? And Matt, the whole time we were sitting there going, who is this kid and why is he so good? He was awesome. Raymond going to center this one. Detroit shooting, going just wide. Trying to bank it off the back of the goaltender. That fails. Toronto, 3 men behind the net chasing. Wings going to bring this one back to Edvinsson. His shot, that one is steered aside. Tanev in the corner. He's going to center this one. And Toronto, Nylander, a little flip pass, trying to send it airmail to Bobby McMahon. Somebody tell him the mail's on strike. Bobby McMahon can't get it, but Tavares is there to clean it up. Trying to center it, Ekman Larson, trying to feed this one through. Couldn't connect. Benoit, another shot with a deflection. That one goes wide. Tavares comes crashing in. The Leafs all over right now as Joshua was in there. Ekman Larson going to turn again. He's bringing it in. Joshua going to go to the net. Long cross-ice pass down in the corner. Pick this one up, cycling it over to Joshua. Joshua has Waugh with him. Can't get it to him. Riley going to keep this one in. Michelli over to Riley. Riley looking. Going to feed this one up top. Here's a long shot off the blocker again, just wide. Toronto doing a nice job in the wing zone right now. They're curling this one around, feeding it back to the point. Carlo with a shot. That one is tipped wide. About 30 seconds of offensive zone pressure. Michelli, he's going to go in the corner. Feeds this one out, walking out his wall with a nice little move, and he gets shoved down. Here comes Cowan. He can't pick this one up, and the Wings going to send this one all the way down the ice. Under 9.5 to go in the first period. Cowan gets tripped up, taken away. Here comes Sider. He's stopped at the blue line by McCabe. Stolarz bobbled it behind the net. The Wings going to pick this one up. Detroit curling around, little pass, one too many passes. Back to the line. Sider, nice move, keeps this one in. Tries to flip it through. Lorentz takes it away from him. He falls to his knees. Detroit picking it up. And Toronto able to get it to the line, not out. Here's Sider again with a long shot. That one is blocked. This one coming around behind the net. Maple Leafs able to recover, getting it up. Again, can't get it out. Now Lawton does. And Toronto gives it right back in. They're going to set it up as everybody is going to change some lines. Lots of line changes. Here we go. McCabe up to Matty Nyes. Nyes going to flip this one in. He's going to chase in after it, taking his man hard into the boards. Gustafsson with a little bump. Domi to the point. Over to McCabe. McCabe back, cross ice, far side with a shot. Screen in front. Nyes shooting. Domi almost tipped that one out of the air. Matthews in the corner. Matthews over to Domi. Domi with it. Leaves it here for Matthews. He gets bumped. Oh, excuse me. It was Tanev. Tanev pinching up. He got bumped. Johansson going to play this one around. Domi on the near side, pinching, keeping this one in. He gets blindsided. Matthews gets it to the point. Here's a long shot deflected. Matthews picks it up again. Has it taken away. He tries to steal it right back. And the Red Wings going to flip this one up and down the ice. Oh, what a sequence there. Since I lost my Nordiques, I'm not a Habs fan, even though I'm from Montreal. I really love the Flames and the Sabres. Going to be interesting. Both of those teams looking to improve this upcoming season. 7.5 to go. First period. Dumping it around the boards. Picked up here by Nylander. Willie going to headman it. Comes over to Riley. Riley has McCabe. And penalty coming up to the Wings. They're going to take another one. Looked like Tavares kind of got held up there. Here comes Cowan. Cowan going to bring this one up. Cowan going all the way. Drops it between the legs. And that one is touched up. So we're getting a stoppage. And the Maple Leafs Gonna go to their second power play of the game. Good work. Very good work. And it looks like we're gonna get a commercial break, as the Maple Leafs and the Red Wings are going toe-to-toe. If you're just coming in, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up for us. We're about halfway there. Let's get it up to 100 likes. So if you're just coming in, tap that thumbs up for us. And again, hit that subscribe. We appreciate it very, very much. Oh, it's so exciting that hockey is back. So exciting. I mean, this time of year, and we've talked about it before, everything is going on. We got great baseball action. Preseason hockey is working it. We got NBA is going to get started soon. So much going on. The old Buffalo Auditorium in the 70s. Todd, that was where I went to go. I've only been to Buffalo to see a hockey game one time. And it was back in the Alex McGillney, Pat LaFontaine era. Old Buffalo Auditorium. And it was the Sabres and I think the New York Rangers, if I recall correctly. And man, it was awesome. We sat a couple rows behind the bench. What an experience that was. Loved the old Buffalo building. Problem was, if anything happened, that place shook like crazy. The whole building shook like crazy. All right, let's take a look. What other games are in progress? What else is going on? The Flyers 1-0 over the Islanders. Capitals 1-0 over the Bruins. Devils 1-0 over the Rangers. Stick around at intermission. When we get there, we're going to take a look at all the recent transactions that have been going on. A lot of signings, a lot of guys being assigned back. And of course, on this day, we had some pretty big signings for the time. We'll talk about those as well. So many fun things that we're going to take a look at, and we are going to break down. So we're going to bring this back. And of course, well, I'll save that for later, actually. I'll save it for later. Almost spoiled some big news. All right, they're coming back. Toronto on the power play. Easton Cowan getting a little time. Of course, at intermission, we'll take a look at all the stats as well. Want the Blue Jays to play the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, Anthony, I'm with you. I'm with you. NBA, when 14 years old, this team, the Boston Celtics, had the best season in history. Raptors, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's Toronto on the power play. They are 1 for 1. Matthews shooting again. This one goes wide. Matthews did have the opening goal on the power play. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Riley back with it. Going to turn. Slowly play it up. Now dropping it back for Nylander. Big Willie Styles up over the line. Getting it to Tavares. Tavares returning it to Nylander. Around the boards to Nyes. Nyes kind of tripped up there. Slipped. And Detroit able to capitalize and clear this one all the way down the ice. 1986. Who did they play, Danny, in the... did they go to the finals? I don't remember. If it was the 80s, it must have been the Bulls. I feel like the Bulls were in the finals every year in the 80s. Back to the line for Riley. Riley playing this one across. Getting it back. Almost intercepted. Dangerous pass. Riley going high. Tavares gloves it. Brings it down. JT dropping it for Willie. Nylander trying to feed it back to Tavares. Can't do it. And the Wings going to clear this one up. Maple Leafs going to switch it around. Hey, Teresa, how's it going? Good to see ya. Michael, what's going on? Teresa, hope you had a great summer. Buttery Sprite, what's up? Welcome in. Back to the line. Toronto going to rip this one around the boards. Michelli, he's setting this one up. Oh, bad pass. Almost got taken away. Ekman Larson doing a nice job getting it around to Cowan. Cowan in the corner trying to feed it to Domi. A little slew foot takes Cowan off his feet. He grabs his face. And this comes down. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here comes Michelli, going to carry this one up over the line, leaving it here for Domi. Domi and his feet going to play this one up. Michelli bats it down to the corner. Toronto trying to pick this one up. Cannot get it. Bobby Mack couldn't keep it down. Cowan couldn't keep it in. And again, Detroit sends this one all the way down. And we got another penalty, and it's a hold. Who's getting the hold? Chasing at the very end of that power play, and it's Bobby McMahon. So it's Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon getting called for the hold. Bobby Mack. Boo. Come on, Bobby. No game in TO or Buffalo, but I did get one game hockey in Hamilton, summer of '87. Nice. Good old Cops Coliseum. Hey, Prince, what's going on? Welcome in. So we got 4-on-4 hockey for 1 second. You bought a Ticats gray jersey. Extra 34. Nice. Get that fast shipping. Get that fast shipping. Off the draw, this is coming around. Trying to grab it in the corner. Detroit setting it up. So obviously the 4-on-4 is now over. The Wings on their power play attempts. Toronto 1 for 2. And the Detroit going to play this one out. It was a great summer. I'm not happy about it being almost over, but hockey season is here. We missed you too. Larkin playing this one in, and it's going to be turned and dumped all the way right back out. Talbot going to set it up to Sider. Sider playing it back. Detroit turning. Here they come with speed. The captain, Dylan Larkin. Larkin, of course, with health issues. Some scary moments, but he seems okay to play. Sider going to feed it over on the near side. Back down to the point. Sider looking. Gives this one to Raymond. Back up to Larkin. To Raymond. Raymond looking. He's being pushed back. Good D by Toronto. Lawton watching his man. To Larkin. To Sider with a shot. And that's deflected just wide. Picking this one up. Feeding it back to the line. Little give and go action. Good passing here by the Wings. Raymond. Cross ice for the one-timer. That one goes wide. Comes right back to Raymond, though. Lawton on him. Sider. Up top, down low, in front. Try to feed it to Larkin in between his feet. Toronto, Lawton can't get there. Toronto steals. Here's Lorentz. He's going to carry. Now he just hits the blue line and flips this one in the corner. Toronto going to go trade up their defenders. Hey, Dylan, how's it going? Welcome in. Wings going to start to turn and play this one ahead. Little give and go. Wings over the line, bringing this one in, driving it through. Little slew foot there by Matthews returning the favor, and he's going to clear this one all the way out. Good job, Austin Matthews, getting some penalty killing time. Nyes on the forecheck, able to take it away. Detroit going to work this one up the near side of the boards, up over the line. 3 seconds to go. Matthews breaks up that pass, tips it ahead. Here's Nyes, a breakaway. Matthew Nyes with a move, a backhand, and Talbot with a big save. Nyes still has it, though. Behind the net, Nyes all alone. Oh, a breakaway, and he just could not bury it. 3 minutes to go here in period number 1. Go Bombers. Yeah, Dylan, we got a couple of big streams coming up this weekend. Going to be a whole lot of fun. Matthew Nyes, what a glorious chance. Leafs going to kill this one. Ekman Larson in the corner. Comes to Riley. Riley going to look this one up. Feeds it over, returning it in the middle. Detroit can intercept. Here come the Wings. 3-on-2 up the middle. Long shot. Stolarz takes that one high on the chest. Rebound. They couldn't pull the trigger. Toronto going to send this one down. Tavares, he's racing after it. But Sherratt is going to get there first, and that is an icing call with 2:27 to go. Good pace. Real good pace. But Matthew Nyes all alone, a breakaway. Puck was rolling on him. A little triple deke action there, a little Mighty Ducks action. And the old man Talbot stones him. The hands aren't in mid-season form just yet. Off the draw, Wings going to flip this one back over to the point. Here's a long shot, picked up in the slot, and Toronto takes it away. Has it knocked off McMahon's stick, going to come out. Nylander trying to pinch up on it, trying to get possession back. They can't. Here comes Raymond on the far side, dumping it in. Stolarz letting it go behind the net. Detroit picking it up, holding it in just inside the blue line, playing it up to the near side hash marks. Larkin back to the point. Now on the far side. They shoot off the goalpost. Stolarz, he takes a bump. Morgan Riley up on his man. Riley's going to get a roughing penalty here as Stolarz gets bumped, and Riley and Raymond are going glove on glove face washing. Love to see Morgan Riley stepping up. His goaltender taking another bump. We saw Stolarz get bumped high in the last preseason game. And here again, and of course, we all know what happened to him in the playoffs. So Morgan Riley showing some toughness, sticking up for his netminder here. So Raymond catching a piece. So good job, Riley, to let him know, hey, you can't do that. You can't park here, he says. Nice job, Morgan Riley. Now, Morgan Riley, I don't know about you. Morgan Riley's one of these guys I want to see have a better season. He struggled last year a lot. Raptors October 8th. All right, Teresa, we'll have to keep our eye on that. Fragment, how's it going? Summer was amazing. Summer was so good. It was just great. We found some new things that we enjoyed. We did some fun things, saw a couple movies, and it was real good. The MLB postseason games are ridiculous. Cleveland start game at 10 a.m. No, Jonathan, serious? They started at 10 a.m. That is insane. Why would they start a game at 10 a.m.? That makes no sense. Ooh, October 6th, by the way, my hockey card collectors. October 6th, Tim Hortons. Hockey cards are back, so you know what that means. We're going to have to be making a little trip to Tim Hortons on October 6th. All righty. But yeah, lots of baseball coming up this weekend. We'll have a couple of baseball games. We got some hockey, all the good things. We're going to have a ton of fun. Plus, we have our own kids hockey, the boys, lots of hockey as well. So we're going to make it all work. And we're going to have a whole ton of fun. Remember when we talk about the Detroit Red Wings and the Toronto Maple Leafs and a lot of the rivalries? You remember back to 92-93, the days the Blue Jays won the World Series, the Maple Leafs almost had a Stanley Cup run, and it was Nick Borshevsky with the OT tip-in goal against the Detroit Red Wings to put Toronto to move on to the next round. A very famous goal. Big shout out to Nick Borshevsky. Some good times. Looking to repeat that. So they're going to give both guys a penalty. We got some 4-on-4 action here for 2 minutes. Riley, he's going to go. Raymond going to be the other one in the box. Here comes Detroit. First possession, the deflection, and that's going to go high into the corner. Matthews picking it up behind his own net. Toronto now going to get their opportunity. 4-on-4. Nice pass, Benoit. Matthews and Domi crisscrossing. Matthews over the line. Leaves it for Domi. Domi pulls up. He's looking for it. Takes a whack. Domi to Tanev. Over back in the corner on the far side. McCabe to Tanev. Matthews curling, dropping it to Domi. Wow, it's like which cup has the red ball? They're crisscrossing and dropping the puck like crazy. Matthews, he's coming. Little fake pass. Matthews still driving. He gets pushed off the puck and goes down awkwardly. And the Wings going to play this one all the way down. No icing call. Last minute of play in this period. Here's a long pass. Haven't loaded that sound up yet. Or have I? Nope, I haven't. Turning this one back around. Nylander going to steal. Willie carrying it up. Going to flip this one in the corner. He's going in here after it. Nye's in there as well. And nice job here by Detroit picking it up, going the other way. And Edvinsson gets clipped up high. High stick coming up here to Matthew Nyes. So with 30 seconds left to go, there's a slash to Nyes. Detroit bringing this one up, dropping it back. All the way back. 20 seconds to go. Wings are going to bring this one back. 10 seconds to go. Nyes is going to get a penalty. Cobb playing this one up. Detroit over the line. Toronto knocks it out. Period is going to come to an end. So there goes the horn. The first period is done. And so starting period number 2, the Red Wings will be with a man advantage. They're going to, looks like it's going to be an elbow, not a high stick. And it is definitely an elbow. All right, let's bring this one over. Let's get our Zambonis ready to come up, because you know they will. So let me fix this. We have lots to talk about over the next few minutes. Let me just adjust this. There we go. We'll get our Zambonis going. 1-0 Maple Leafs doing a pretty sweet job. Austin Matthews, his second goal of the preseason. It was a power play goal. Nyes and Tavares picking up the assists. Total shots, 10-7. Detroit with the 10. Taking a look in the faceoffs as well. Detroit almost 62%. 13 faceoffs out of 21. They have one. Toronto 1 for 2 on the power play. Detroit 0 for 1. 11 hits to 10. Hits are pretty close. 6 block shots apiece. all in all, looks pretty good. But a rough, tough game. Appleton holding, Larkin with a cross-check, McMahon for holding, Riley roughing, Raymond interference, and Nyes getting that elbowing call. All right, let's talk about everything that is going on in the world of the National Hockey League right now, because there is a lot. There is a lot that's been going on. You've probably heard some of the big signings. The biggest one, and we're going to start off with a bang, right? Kirill Kaprizov from the Minnesota Wild signs the richest contract in NHL history, $136 million. So it's an 8-year deal worth $17 million. That puts the number one contract, $17 million. Kaprizov. I don't know what Minnesota was smoking. I don't know what Minnesota was doing. Listen, I like Kaprizov, and if you've been with this channel for a couple of years, you'll know I've always said Kaprizov is one of the more underrated players. Kaprizov is a good hockey player. But if we look at his season over the last couple of years, last year, he only played 41 games last year, still ended up with 56 points, 25 goals, 31 assists. The year before, he played 75 games, he had 46 goals. That's a lot, 96 points. The year before that, he only played 67 games, had 40 goals. The year before that, 21-22, he played 81 and he had 47 goals. So yes, he can score a lot of goals. However, did you notice a trend? Last year, 41 games. The year before, 75, 67, 55. Only one season, he played 81 games. Kaprizov has never played a complete season. He has always had injury issues, but he does pick up points. He scores a ton. Now, he turned down a $15 million contract, a $16 million contract. He turned down a lot. But this is a guy that they're betting the future on. $17 million is a lot. Is a tremendous amount. Now, it is kind of backloaded, right? Starting next year, he gets $18 million. It goes $18 million for several years. Then it drops down to 16, then 14, then 12. So it is front loaded. But it is a crazy, crazy salary. An average of $17 million cap hit. Unbelievable. What does that mean for Connor McDavid now, as we're waiting for Connor McDavid to come in? If Kaprizov gets 17, we kind of thought McDavid would be 17 or 18. Does that mean McDavid is now closer to 20? Going to be a marked man now, Luke? Absolutely. Absolutely. He's going to have to prove himself. He's going to have to look absolutely wild. Oh, it turned out to be one. I got you, Jonathan. Thank you for owning that and correcting it. I appreciate it. So, yeah, what is McDavid going to sign for if Kaprizov signs for $17 million? Luke Hughes, he signs a deal, $9 million. Good for Luke Hughes. Only a 7-year contract. And then we get the Anaheim Ducks signing Jackson Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe, he's a 24-year-old. He signs for $9 million. So, I don't know about you, but when I looked at this, I kind of sat here and said, who the heck is Jackson Lacombe and why is he getting the same amount of money? That has to be a typo, right? $9 million over 8 years. Has to be, right? That's what I thought too. Nope. His entry-level contract expires this year, and then he's signed up for $9 million with the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. He played 75 games last year for Anaheim, had 43 points. Why is this guy worth $9 million? How is it that the league is handing out $8 and $9 million contracts like it's going out of style? I just don't understand. How is Jackson Lacombe worth the same amount of money as Luke Hughes? And maybe this is me just being naive, but would you? I'd rather take Luke Hughes, in my opinion. Nikolai Ehlers, he signed a deal. This is going back in July. 8.5 million. Thatcher Demko, a big deal at 8.5. Dustin Wolf, 7.5. So absolutely crazy deals. Contracts, man, they're great and great. Yeah, Joshua, we're in the wrong business. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. I agree with you, Lucas. Would love to see the Red Sox get it done. All right, looking back on this day as we go back in time, Bobby Ryan, you remember Bobby Ryan? Bobby Ryan signed with the Ottawa Senators back in 2014. 7 years, $7.3 million. Trevor Zegras in 2023 on this day signed a 3-year deal in Anaheim, $5.8 million. Darcy Kemper in 2019 on this day signed a 2-year, $4.5 million deal. And Louis Eriksson, if you remember Louis Eriksson, he was so good back then. In 2009, he signed a 6-year, $4.3 million deal. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like that on this day. That's kind of a neat little feature here. So very interesting. There are some big signings, but the big one, of course, Kaprizov that we just do not understand. Let's see what else happened back on this day. If we reverse it up to 2010, Patrick Cormier, Johnny Oduya, there was a trade here between the New Jersey Devils and the Winnipeg Jets. Okay. Ilya Kovalchuk involved in that one. Oh, remember Kovalchuk? He was great. All right, let's get out of this back on this day. A couple other big pieces to talk about. Some news, some moves going on. Of course, Toronto sending a bunch of players back down to the minors, as fully expected they would do. If we bring this up. Sorry, 1 second. I had it at my fingertips. There we go. So Toronto sending a bunch of guys back down to the Marlies. A lot of these guys played in the previous games. Baddock, Barbolini, Fontaine, Granger, Hames, who I liked a lot. Hames, I think, had a very good showing. I'll be excited to watch him in the Marlies. Johnson, John Stone, King, Kerwin, and Kressler, Alex Nylander, Pare, Jacob Quinlan, Riom Shaw, Sim, Silic, Stevens, Forberg, and Vallis, all down to the AHL. Noah Chadwick, McCleary, Parsons, Prokop, Sharp, Smith, and Weber, along with goaltenders Appleby, Atakameov, and Peksa, all returning to the Marlies. So very cool. Hey, Hayden, how's it going? M. Van Roon, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the party. Jets are greater than the Leafs. We'll see what the Jets are going to do. Last year, man, the Jets were on fire. They looked real good, and they started having some struggles in the playoffs. Florida Panthers, we want to talk about the Florida Panthers. They have some injury issues they need to figure out. Captain Alexander Barkov is going to be out, looks like, for the season. Leo, how's it going? I think they're saying like 7 to 9 months. Barkov out with a knee injury, a fluke knee injury at practice. So he has to have surgery. He's out. We know about Matthew Tkachuk as well, as Matthew Tkachuk had to have surgery. He's out till January. So the question is, what do the Florida Panthers do for the time being? There's big rumors going around naming Malkin. Could Malkin find himself a Florida Panther? I mean, that would be absolutely weird. That would be absolutely weird. I couldn't imagine it, but we know if Pittsburgh doesn't get off to a hot start, there is going to be some trades. There's going to be a need to make some movements around. Utah, by the way, if you didn't see, Utah officially dropped their sweaters. Their jerseys are available for public purchase. The white sweater is absolutely stunning. Says you. I wonder if I can bring this into the stream. Let's see if we can bring this in. It is a beautiful jersey. Let's drop this over here. There it is. There's the new Utah sweaters. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, those are gorgeous. The white ones with the little cross, the Utah I mean, that is great. Looks really nice. Even the dark one with the blue and white stripes and the Mammoth logo looks sharp. Really, really nice job. So those are now available. Utah has their stuff up and ready to go. So thank you, Utah, because that's pretty sweet. Very sweet. One of the other reports that we always like to look at is what are the values of the NHL teams. October 20th. Lucas, I'll be honest with you. I haven't looked that far out yet. I'm kind of going day by day, depending on what happens with baseball. What's on October 20th? Aishoa, how's it going? Welcome in. I've seen where the Leafs are looking to sign a deal with Kuznets. Oh, Joshua, I haven't seen that one yet. That's interesting. Yeah, Beverly, they're really sharp. They did a nice job. One of the reports we always like to look at throughout the course of the year is what do they have the NHL values at? So this is interesting. The number one team, and usually it flip-flops between the 1 and 2. Toronto Maple Leafs team value is number one. They are valued at $4.25 billion. The New York Rangers in second, valued at 3.65, followed by Montreal at 3.38, then Boston at $3 billion. $3 billion, which is crazy. The lowest team, or the least valued team, is the Columbus Blue Jackets at $1.3 billion, followed by Winnipeg at 1.3 and Ottawa at 1.34, which is pretty crazy. Pittsburgh low down on that list as well at 1.7, but interesting to see what these guys are valued at. Christy, how's it going? The Mammoth, love them. Yeah, they did a really sweet job, a really nice job. We have some retirements to announce. Eric Johnson, who was a first overall pick by the St. Louis Blues back in 2006. He said he is retiring. He played for St. Louis, Colorado, Buffalo, and the Flyers. So congratulations to him. And of course, we have one of the old Toronto Maple Leafs. Can you guess? Who it was? Prep coming in. What's up, Prep, for the super chat? Value of TML 4.25. Spending time with you all, priceless. Prep, I love it. Thank you so much for that. That's so good. All right. Anybody want to take a guess? Of which Toronto Maple Leaf is retiring, not playing this year? Hey, Lewis, how's it going? Welcome in. There it is. The stick taps coming in. All right, I'll tell you. Max Pacioretty. He is retiring, of course. No surprise there. Patch has been around for some time. There it is, Lucas. That's right. Pacioretty is officially retiring. Big trade. We talked about the Edmonton Oilers. We've been talking about how the Oilers need to do something with their goaltender, how they have to invest in their goaltenders. They need to find a goaltender. They need to do something. Whoops, let's do this here. And they have done just that. The Edmonton Oilers have made a trade, and they have acquired netminder Connor Ingram from the Mammoth for future consideration. So I kind of like Connor Ingram. It gives them some flexibility there, gives them something new. I don't think Connor Ingram is going to win you a Stanley Cup, but they had to do something in their goaltending department, and they have done that. So a nice job there. Some other big news. Somebody we thought had retired who, for some reason, does not want to step away from the game. They are forever going to continue to play. They're going to continue to kick butt and take names. And that is Jaromir Jagr. Jagr says, hey, folks, I'm not done yet. Jaromir Jagr makes his season debut with the Rytrini Kladano over in Europe at 53 years of old. His historic 38th professional hockey season. So way to go, Jaromir Jagr. He's not done yet. 53 years old and he's still playing. I cannot believe it. That is absolutely insane. Insane. All right. So that is a lot of the news and notes from around the National Hockey League. Had to bring you all up to speed. October 20th is my 27th birthday. If you have a live stream that day, just make me day. Oh, nice. Lucas, nice. All right, let's take a little peek into the future. Let's take a little peek into the future. October 20th. Do we have a game? So there's no Leaf game on October 20th. MLB. Let's see if we have a potential ball game on October 20th. No Leaf game. October 20th is potentially a championship series game. So it could be an AL championship series game. So maybe we'll see if the Blue Jays can get that far, Lucas. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe there is a chance. Going to be exciting though. They acquired a nobody impressive. I just acquired a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. Oh, Devin, I'm jealous. Can you get me one? I haven't had a slushie from 7-Eleven in so long, and they are the best. Peyton, how's it going? Peyton, we're not playing the Lightning. We'll see. I think we owned the Lightning last year. Just saying. Who's in net for the Leafs? It is Stellars, Christy. Stellars getting the start here tonight. We'll see if he plays the whole game. We don't know if they're going to split it halfway, but Stellar's definitely in there, and he's getting his chance. Yager and Howe are the oldest hockey players in the world. Joshua Yager, he can't be stopped. 53 years of age. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not even 50, and I have a hard time bending over to tie my shoes. Oh, but good for Yager. Good for Yager. All right, folks, the clock has come to an end. Intermission is done. They're going to be bringing this one up here momentarily as they look to pick it up and get things back going. Period number 2 coming up. The Maple Leafs are ahead 1-0 in this preseason game. It is a whole lot of fun. So we're going to get ourselves back up and ready. Let's just move this around because I moved it too far. There we go. So the question is going to be, with all these contracts coming up, Connor McDavid, we're keeping an eye on him. The Cubs are 2 outs away from moving on. Oh boy, Cubbies going to look to do it. Yager had a concussion also. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, Tavares is still in the hunt. He's still in the fight. Toronto going to come out, and we're going to get a 4-on-3 to start this period. 4-on-3. And here we go. We are officially underway. Period number 2 starts now. And the 1 second of the 4-on-3 is done. So there, Riley and Raymond are going to come out. It's back to a 5-on-4. Red Wings going to bring this one in. Illegal check to the head is what's called on Matthew Nyes. Illegal check to the head. Back to the line, reversal. Here's a blast that's going to get tipped to the side. Wings are 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Sauter bringing this one over to Raymond. Raymond loses it down in the corner. Detroit trying to bring this one up, trying to center it. Back up top, keeping it going, breaking it up, and we got a whistle. They're going to say it came out over the line. Detroit thought they kept it in. They just did not. Good pressure, good work. The race to 500 career goals. Patrick Kane is sitting at 492. John Tavares at 494. Can't believe John Tavares is almost at 500 goals. Detroit off the draw, going to play this one back in their own zone, setting it up. I need the Rangers to make a comeback against the Devils. Yeah, Joshua, the Rangers, they're going to be an interesting team to watch this year. Toronto can't get it out. Another penalty upcoming. Toronto taking another penalty. Detroit centering it in the high slot. Leafs going to knock this one away. And we got a bloody wing on the bench. So now it's going to be a 5-on-3. It's going to be Brendan Carlo who heads to the box. 5-on-3. Little errant stick. He gives him a little flip and he whaps him right in the face. Oh, 4-minute double minor. Ouch. 4-minute double minor. With a minute left in the original penalty, now Carlo's gone for 4. It's a 2-man advantage for 56 seconds. So Toronto going to get things organized here. Let's see what they do. 5-on-3. McCabe and Tanev, the two defense. I think Waugh going to be up here for the forward. Detroit off the draw. Looking this one around. Down low. Cross ice pass. Shot. Great save by Stolarz. A little delay on the shot, but came over real nice. Cross back door. Can't do it again. Nice block here by Tanev. Back up top. Wings moving it around. They're looking for that backdoor play. Here's a shot. And Stolarz making a big save. Coming way out of his crease. Yeah, Beverly, I'm kind of with you on there. I expected more out of Carlo. I expected more for sure out of Carlo, and he is kind of disappointed. So DeBrincat moving this one around. Some nice moving. And Stolarz, of course, comes up big. Tanev with a nice block. 32 seconds left of the 2-man advantage. Off the draw, going to play this one back up top. Here's a one-timer, great save off the left shoulder. Stolarz coming up big again. Wings, face-off circle, cross ice to the near face-off circle. Down low to the goal line, back up top. Here's a shot. That one sails high. 15 seconds to go. Leafs going to clear this one out and all the way down the ice. Hey, we the North, welcome in. Down around behind the net. Wings going to set it up. Here they go. Detroit, cross ice pass. On the move up into the Leaf zone. Setting this back. Detroit, really sharp passing today. Here's a shot knocked down. Back door. Oh, they had a wide open net and they couldn't bury it. So the 5-on-3 is done. It's now a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. As Carlo got 4 minutes for high sticking. Here's a shot knocked aside again. Side of the net trying to play this one. Riley has it. He's going to tip it ahead. Back over to Riley. Can't clear. Nick Waugh going to play this to the line. Not out. Detroit turns it over. Riley sends this one all the way down the ice. And Toronto going to change up their penalty killers. Invoked, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you so much. We've been doing great. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody had a really good week. Feels like it's been forever since we hung out. As Toronto gets a nice 5-day rest. Here's a shot. Big save again by Stolarz. The Blue Jays, that is. Back up top, Detroit. Dragging this across the line. Here's a long shot. Big screen in front. Stolarz still sees it and makes the save. So one of Carlo's 2 minutes has been killed off. Now a minute 54 to go in the second. Hey, Onyx, how's it going? I don't remember any of you. Who are you people? What am I doing here? Oh, we the North. I'm fantastic. Thank you so much. We've had a very busy week. Tanev going to send this one the length of the ice. Watched the new Naked Gun movie the other day. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. I enjoyed it. It's all the same silly kind of humor as the originals. Putting this one down low. Detroit working it in the zone. 1:30 left. Trying to go backdoor again. That's deflected and out of play. So yeah, that was good. It was nice to see. I'd wanted to watch that movie for a while. Uncle Big Bad, how's it going? We're happy to have you. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be a fun season. Again, right now it's just preseason, so we can't put a whole lot of stock into how they do. Hey, Philip, what's going on? Cowan is playing tonight. He's out there. Hasn't really done much, playing on the fourth line. Toronto clears this one all the way down. 1:18 to go in the power play. Sider for the Red Wings. Going to bring this one up, being watched by Matty Knives. Leaves it for Larkin. Larkin going to move it up. Knives and Matthews, the two forwards here on the kill. A lot of pressure going to be on Matthew Nyes this year with the departure of Mitch Marner. And of course, Nyes signing a nice little contract. This in the corner, working it around, back to the point. Sider playing it across. Detroit is moving the puck very nicely on their power plays. Working it again up top, face-off dot. Top of the circle. Here's a one-timer. That one sails high and wide. Stolars are down. Everybody's down, trying to get it going. This back around, working it through. Here's a long shot again, trying to go back door. They cannot. Good movement around. Hey, Zoran, how's it going? Welcome in. Working this back through, up top. Cycling around. Leafs have killed it off. Leafs have killed it off. Larkin bringing this one across, and Stolars is going to glove that and hang on so the Leafs can change up. The Leafs have killed them all off. That's what we like to see. Tigers moved on. The Cubs are moving on. The question is, what happens later on tonight? What will happen with the Yankees and the Sox? That one is just getting underway. This is going to be played. I don't know. Maybe if this game ends and that game's all tied up, we'll flip over. Who knows? No, I'm kidding. I'm getting the look. I'm getting the look. Never, Zoran, never. 14:40 to go. Off the draw, Wings going to bring this one back around behind the net. Here comes Detroit. Toronto, Nylander, a little sloppy back check. This going to be played in. Riley, look out, tipped it right on Stolars. Riley tried to glove it down. He knocks it right on his own net. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Have to be careful there. Oh, did I? Onyx, no, sorry. I did not mean to I meant to do. That was a boo-boo. That was a boo-boo on me. Here comes Detroit, 2-on-1. Detroit bursting in, turning the corner, sending it on net. Stolar is going to shovel it out. Grabbed here, trying to get it through. Toronto going to pick this one up. Come on, Leafs. They only have 8 shots to this point. The Red Wings with 18. Hey, Ricky, how's it going? Welcome in. All the way down. Sherrod going to play this behind their own net. Leafs going to go change it up. Leafs need some shots here. They've been killing a lot of penalties. Really, they haven't had an offensive chance. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Toronto's got to get something going. This is going to be dumped in. They tag up. Matthews can't settle it down. Trying to shimmy it over to Nyes. He can't get it. Here comes Detroit, 3-on-1. Nyes trying to get back. Great play by Nyes and Tanev to break it up, and it's going to be another penalty coming up here to Toronto. Matthew Nyes going to go to the box. Again, a little hook, a little slash, trying everything on Rasmussen. He's going to break it up, but he's going to go to the box. Matthew Nyes cannot control. Oh, boy. So we got a game here. Jim Kelly and Doug Flutie will be at the Ticats Argos game on Saturday. Oh, that is awesome. Doug Flutie's the man. I mean, Doug Flutie was so good. Big fan of Doug Flutie. Of course, 3 o'clock Toronto Hamilton game on Saturday. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We'll have to see what the baseball times are going to be like. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Kindly hit that thumbs up button for us. We appreciate it. Let's get those likes going. And if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. We appreciate you having you here. We're having a lot of fun for some preseason hockey. Hey, Tristan, you're going to the game as well. Sweet. But the question is, will Chad Kelly play? Very, very interesting. Will Chad Kelly play? Let's see. I seen a hearing in a commercial with Lanny Oh, Zaron. Yeah. Lanny, man, Lanny, he's looking a little, he looks like he's aged a little bit. He's looking like he's aged a little bit. Oh my goodness. I'm so fired up. I'm so happy. Hockey is back. The Blue Jays are doing well. Such a good moment. We got Stolarz locked up long term. He looks great here today. He's working it back and forth. I'm curious to see if he's going to play the whole game, if they're going to switch it up. But he's really working post to post. His up downs are looking good. His lateral slides are looking good. Stolarz looking absolutely sharp here today. Led the NHL in save percentage last season with a 9.26. Todd, I don't think so. All right, here we go. Knives in the box for slashing. By the way, folks, we're going to reset points this weekend. We're resetting all the points this weekend. So, as the Blue Jays start their playoff run, and with the NHL preseason coming to an end, we're going to reset all the points. So if you have points, use them now, because we're going to reset them Saturday morning. This down in the corner, Carlo pushing his way through. Carlo going to pass it up. Maple Leafs banking it off the boards all the way down the ice. Detroit, minute and a half to go on their power play. They spent almost this whole period on the power play. Under 13 to go, breaking this one in. Raymond going to carry it, dropping it back to the point. Quick, bringing it across. Back up top. Here's a long shot. That one is blocked. Toronto trying to come up with it. Lorentz can't clear. And we got a whistle. Hand pass. Hand pass. Hand pass. Oh, look at that. Oh. Got a duck out of the way of that one. They're throwing pies. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. Lawton, 2 goals and 4 points in 2 games played. They were all 4 points in his first preseason game. He was a beast. So was Steven Lorentz. He had a couple of goals. The fourth line was jiving, of course. The fourth line was playing the first line during that game. It was on the road. Toronto can't clear. Detroit keeping this one in, going cross ice. Feeding this down low. Really good puck movement. Here comes jam play. This one goes wide, side of the net. These are two pretty much NHL caliber rosters at this point. Here's a one-timer that's going to be deflected high. And at a play with 39 seconds to go on the power play. Yeah, the Maple Leafs, this roster we see here today is pretty much what we expect to see come the regular season. Questions being what happens with Nick Robertson, what happens with Jörn Krok and David Kempf. Something's got to give if they want to keep Easton Cowan in here. CMF, what's going on? Welcome in. Cycling it around, down in the corner. McCabe trying to bring this one off. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Wings keep this one in. Hanging on to it. Rasmussen playing it to the line. Here's a shot. Stolarz with a nice save. Matthews trying to get this one out. Tanev in there as well. Playing it over to McCabe. McCabe has it in the skates. Detroit got there real quick. Real quick. Hey, Biggie Wiggy, what's going on? Welcome in. Leafs not playing the big boy game. Well, it's just preseason, but they're playing okay. Detroit going to pick it up. So the Leafs have done it. They've killed it all off. Nyes is back on the ice. We're now set at 5-on-5 hockey. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the second period. Maple Leafs with 9 shots. Maybe they can get something going. Detroit going to bring this one in, driving around. Pass back to the point. Edvinsson with a shot. Look out. It's right there. Oh my gosh. What a save by Stolarz. This one is bouncing around. Somehow he keeps the puck out. Using the invisible force field worked. Here it is. Tavares couldn't get him the puck. What a sequence there. Big saves by Stolarz. Comes up huge. McMahon going to knock out his guy. This coming around. He's working it through. Little flip pass. That one gets knocked down. And Toronto, Nylander has this one. Now, one shot this period for Toronto. That's because they've been shorthanded the whole period. Bye, Matthew. How's it going? Welcome in. Back around. Riley going to knock his man down. Domi plays it up. But Shelley going to center it. Here's a long pass. Coming in. Cowan. Backhand pass to Domi. Domi centers it across. Nobody can control it. The puck is rolling around. Michelli, Cowan, and Doman. And Domi almost set it up for a nice move there. Holy smokes. They were hustling. Cowan in the corner. He tries to come through. Michelli following it up. 63 and 53. Looks so very close when they're moving around. It's scary. Tanev. Back up to Michelli. Michelli. He's cutting towards the middle. Throws it towards the net. It's deflected just over. Domi trying to feed it over. Cowan in the corner. He tries to pick it up. Cannot do it. Cobb going to move this one the other way. And the Wings going to flip it to the line. It's held in, but they say nope. It came out. Michelli couldn't hold the line. Wow, boy, the Leafs turning it around, but Stolarz with a couple of big saves. The puck was behind him, gets the tip of his blocker on it to sweep it out. And Toronto with a nice sequence to keep this one at 1-0. Under 10 minutes to go, 1-0 Maple Leafs. Holy smokes. So the Padres are done. The Cubbies move on. Detroit Tigers move on. Cleveland is done. It's all up to the Red Sox and the Yankees. Right now, bottom of the first inning. 2 outs on the board. Nothing much doing. Wow. Don't lose another tooth, Chris Tanev. Can you imagine if he's going to lose another one? Hey, Lala's Place. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button. Keep those likes moving. We appreciate it. What's, oh, deliveries at this hour. Don't they know what time it is? Holy smokes. What a game. What a hockey game. I got to tell you, so far, this team, they're okay. They're playing okay. But I'm impressed with Michelli. I like Michelli a lot. He's only played 422. Only had 7 shifts, and his skating is very good. He's a really, really nice skater. Really good skater. I think Matty Nyes, too many penalties today, but he's having a nice game. He's taking his new role seriously. So it's a nice kind of get going here. Of course, it's just preseason, so we're not going to put too much stock into what happens here today. I'm getting danced on. Let's flip this over here. All right, back from commercial break. Go Leafs go. One of the things I have noticed in these few preseason games is there's certainly so many more breaks to sweep the ice, to shovel the ice. Hey, Iris, what's going on? Welcome in. Toronto keeping this one in the Red Wing zone. Nylander in there, forechecking in the corner. Trying to dig this one free. Tavares in there helping out. Willie sweeping it over to the point. McCabe turning around, going to keep this one in. Here's McMahon with a long shot. That's gloved down. This going to play to the side. Need a legit top winger. CMF, who would you replace? Nyes is great, but need somebody else. Who would you replace? This in the corner. Domi going in here after it. Edvinson going to play it around. Detroit on the far side, going to play it over to the near side. Here they come with speed. DeBrincat trying to feed this one across. That misfires. Stolarz playing this one around the boards. Toronto going to get this one out through the middle of the ice. Nice. The big man going to chip this one in. The goaltender, Talbot, out to play it. Matthews banking it around for Domi. Domi behind the net. Not fast enough. Couldn't return it to Matthews. Domi tries again. Has it picked off. And here come the Wings. They misfire. Matthews going in on the boards. A little stick lift. Couldn't control it. And this comes out. Riley can't get it back over to Matthews. Matthews gets knocked down. Domi picks it up. He's going to put this one in, but not deep. Detroit grabbing it over to Sherratt. Sherratt looking to head man and move this one across. DD, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. not replace anybody, but just add. But I mean on the lines, like in the top 6, if they need a legit top winger, which winger do you move down in the lineup? That's what I meant. Here comes Wah. Gonna flip this one down. Joshua coming in here after it. Gustafson turning it over. Great scoring chance here by Michelli. And a nice save here by Talbot. As the new recruit's going to move this one out of the corner. And woof, the Leafs almost got a big one. Working the boards, throwing their body around. Comes right out. Michelli tries to go glove side. Excuse me. And a nice save by Talbot. But a real nice chance here by Michelli. Off the draw, it's a scramble going around behind the net. Sider going to pick it up. The Wings with 7:35 to go here in this period. Going to play it down the ice. Wings going to throw it around. They control it in the Leaf zone. Michelli trying to get on his man. Detroit back to the point. Here's a one-timer. That one gets knocked down in front. Benoit trying to get it. He's being clutched and grabbed and held. Ekman Larson trying to clear. Over to Joshua. Joshua trying to get this one out. He's going to back it up instead, and the Leafs going to try the other side of the ice. Can't get it over to Michelli. Wah's going to play this over to Benoit. Benoit loses it to Brinkhack, going to feed this one over. Sloppy shift here by the Maple Leafs. Sherratt keeping this one on. This down around low behind the net. Over to Benoit again. Going to play this one up, and a nice outlet pass kind of hits Michelli in the back. He's going to send this one in. The Leafs would have been offside, so they got to leave it and go tag up. Sherratt is going to turn it around, slowly play this one up ice. Long pass into the zone. Here's a long shot. This one is deflected. McCabe trying to get there. He can't do it. Tanev going in the corner, and Tanev is going to play it ahead. Toronto backing this one up. Larkin takes the dump and play. The way the Wings are playing, please leave Stellars in the net. Yeah, they are buzzing. The Wings are buzzing right now. They're playing really, really good. So yeah, you see people saying, yeah, Joshua, it is so weird. This coming in front for Lawton, and he couldn't pull the trigger. But him and Wah, both nice additions. Big race down. Cowan trying to get there. Tavares in. He's digging. This is going to come free. Detroit, again, gets it out of their own zone. Carlo can't get it, but Easton Cowan back to pick it up. He's going to reverse this one. Carlo going to play it up for Tavares. Misses that pass. Down in the corner, Cowan going in the corner after it. Throws a hit. He goes down. Tavares' shot. That sails high and wide. Here's another shot. They're just throwing pucks towards the net. Now that one also missed. 5.5 to go here in period number 2. Rasmussen back around. Toronto can't clear it out. Nylander bobbles it. Wings going to keep it in. Tavares to Nylander. Nylander swipes, gets it out. Willie is coming up. Willie going to stop. Pop. Willie looking. He needs some help. Turns, just throws this one in the net. That hits a leg, goes into the corner. Bobby McMahon in there. He's pushing and shoving, trying to come away with it. He can't. The Wings going to reverse it around, setting it up behind their own net. They're getting ready to work. This coming all the way down the ice. Stellar's going to now hold on to it. They're going to play it up. Ekman Larson looking for Domi. Domi feeds us back in the skates of Benoit. Aaron pass, and the Wings going to bring this one up. Here comes DeBrincat over the line. He's carrying it, tries to feed it through for a slot pass. Doesn't connect. Stellar says, you know what? I'm just going to hang on to this and end it. Hey, Canadians, how's it going? You don't have to come in and spam. Once is enough, but we got you. Go Habs, go. All right, if you're just going to do that, we're going to say goodbye.
Is brought to you in part by Molson, the official beer sponsor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Must be legal drinking age.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day
Oh, yes. We want you to come in and cheer for your team. We want you to come in and have some fun, but we don't want you to come in and spam because that's not fun for anybody. Holy smokes. Commercial break. Let's go. Leafs need to pick it up. Leafs need to find their way. Kyle, thank you. I appreciate that, Kyle, very much. But that means I got to go downtown and and I can't bring all of you with me. But I love it. Listen, I'd love the opportunity one day to go down and see how the pros do it in real life. I think that would be a whole lot of fun. But yeah, this is This is good enough for me. I'm happy to be here and happy to bring the game to all of you. But Kyle, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very, very much. Jonathan, the heist option is just a way. It's like a little virtual game that gets you extra points. It's yeah, it's just a little thing. You join it. You don't really have to do anything. And some people win, some people lose. Tristan, that's really funny. That is really funny. All right, Boston, 1 out, 1 on. Red Sox, can they make a push? Can they get something going?
Maybe the biggest though, it's been a revolving door of 4 or 5.
So Detroit is looking nice today. Detroit is moving the puck well. They've got some shots. Talbot has been playing well for the goaltending situation. So I think all in all, Detroit, you know, they're going to have an interesting year this year. They really can keep things kind of buttoned down. We're going to have to keep an eye on this Wings team as they go. I can't believe so many of you haven't had a double-double. You need to... Onyx, I've never had a double-double. I'm not a coffee drinker myself. Here come the Wings off the draw. Here's a shot, and Stellaris with a nice save. I'll do an ice cap, but I'm a tea guy. Not really a coffee person myself. But yeah. Yeah, CMF, I'm kind of with you there. I think he's been a little disappointing. Carlo, little disappointing. Fraser Minton might have been the better pick there. The center and across. Toronto with it in the wing zone. A shot right on that one is kicked over into the corner. This turning it around. Lemon ginger tea. Nice. Playing this one back. Sherrod has it. This is going to be played up ice. Toronto trying to knock it away. It's hopping towards the net. Tanev steers that one just wide. The total coffee snob, and I'm stuck in New Zealand where they know nothing about coffee and don't have Timmy. So Kathleen, what coffee do you drink out there? Toronto sends it down the ice. Under 4 minutes to go. Here's a long pass. Bringing this one in. A little cut through. Toronto going to pick it up. Tanev curling behind the net. Carlo with it now. Coffee is too much. 253 after tax for an XL. Trying to bring this one through. Oh, we always shimmy. I always shimmy. A little shimmy action. Get a little shimmy action. I vote for Riot. They call it a flat white. It's a drip coffee with milk, no cream. This over at the side. Detroit sending it way wide. They can't hold it in on the other end of the ice. Wings now have to back it up to the red line. Going to dump this one in, trying to bring this one across. Here's Carlo. Another long pass. That one misses everybody. The Wings going to slow this one down. Here they come. 3-on-2. Wings over the line. Nye's trying to get in there. He can't. Detroit fans on the puck. Domi stepping up to it. In the corner. Nye's getting it over to Domi. Max trying to dig. The Wings doing a nice number over on him. Trying to fight this one through. Comes around at the side. Turning. Centering. Stellaris down. Made the initial stop. Gobbles up the rebound and going to hang on to it. Nice work yet again by the Toronto Maple Leafs netminder. Stellaris is looking sharp. Doing a real nice job. That is exactly what we need to see from Anthony Stellaris. He's working hard today. He's been all over this puck. So good job, Anthony Stellaris. Love to see him work this way.
Casper was 6-1 in the opening period for the Red Wings.
This coming back across over to Sherrod. Detroit shooting, big rebound. Toronto going to clear. They're going to turn. Here come the Leafs. The Leafs trying to flip this one up. Cowan trying to chase it down. Cowan coming in here in the corner. He gets taken out of the play. Centered in front for Lorenz. He couldn't get a stick on it. Here they come the other way. Chip, Detroit over the line. Return feed, and they can't put it towards the net. Good defensive job by the Maple Leafs. Back to the line. Wings keeping this one in. No penalty coming up. Over to Cowan. Cowan going to turn. Cowan, he makes a nifty little move. Forgot the puck. Here comes Detroit. Detroit dropping it. Shooting. Toe save by Stolarz. Rebound, and the Maple Leafs going to play this one to the corner. Wow, Stolarz is looking good. This is going to be played up. Here comes Cowan again. Going to outlet this one, and the Leafs. Lorentz just going to chip this one in the wing zone as they're going to go change it up. Minute and a half to go. Frank, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. This coming all the way down the ice. Tanev going to take it away. Detroit keeping this one in. Here's a long shot. Stolarz is tracking it, and Michelli going to pick it up. He turns this one over. Toronto getting sloppy in their own zone. Big battle in front of the net. Tanev going to steal it away, centered it, and here comes Michelli. Michelli going to carry this one up, chips it off the boards. Joshua trying to get in there, and Sider takes away from him. He's going to turn. I agree, CMF. He still needs some work. And playing on the fourth line is not going to do him much justice. That's right. That's right, Jay. Stolarz is in playoff form already. Wings going to dump this one in. Last minute of play here in this period. Sending this one around, getting knocked down out of the air. Detroit to the line. This coming around. Rasmussen takes a bump, trying to play this one out. Wings doing a nice job working this one through. Joshua still in here digging. Soderblom coming around. Detroit picking it up. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. This one is going to be dumped in. And there goes the horn. Period is done. We are in the books. 1-0 Maple Leafs. That was an ugly, ugly period for Toronto. An ugly, ugly period. Let's go break this one all the way down. Let me fix this. I don't know why everything, all of our little graphics here got moved around. So there we go. Perfect. All right, taking a look. Matthews is still your only goal scorer today. It is Casey. Lots to learn from. Lots of playing. 19 shots for the Red Wings in that period alone. 19. Only 4 for the Maple Leafs. So the Red Wings lead the way 28-12 in terms of the shots. Detroit, 22 of 38 faceoffs won. Maple Leafs, only 16 faceoffs won. Leafs, though, they are 1 for 2 on the power play. Detroit is 0 for 5 with the man advantage. That's right. 5 power play opportunities. 20 hits for the Wings, 17 for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs have blocked 15 shots, doing a nice job there. Taking a look at Matthew Nyes had a slashing penalty. Brendan Carlo had a double minor for high sticking. And of course, Matthew Nyes had an illegal check to the head penalty to start things off. So the Leafs spending a lot of time. Let's see, 4, 6, about 10 minutes in the penalty box, 8 minutes in the penalty box in that period, which is crazy. That is a lot of time, almost half the period spent in the penalty box. Before we get to the stats, just to look around, Islanders and Flyers 3-3, Bruins and Capitals 2-1 now. Bruins over the Capitals. Ryan Leonard with the goal for Washington. That's exciting. Panthers 2-1 over the Lightning. The Panthers, Listerainen with a goal and Seth Jones with a goal. Jake Gensel, the lone goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Devils and Rangers, it's going to be Cotter with the goal for the Devils and Enstrom, the goal for the Rangers. And of course, the Islanders, Flyers, Sanheim, Kinnicky, and Cates, the goals for the Flyers. Pelech, Anders Lee, and Shabanov, the goal scorers for the Islanders. All right, let's take a look at the news and notes and stats, the individual stats from this game. If we take a look, let's start with the Maple Leafs. If we take a look, time on ice, that didn't work. There we go. Austin Matthews, of course, leading the way for the Maple Leafs, time on ice with just over 12 minutes. He's got the goal today. Only one shot, and it was a score. He also has a blocked shot as well. So Matthews blocking some shots. Matty Nye second at 11 minutes of ice time tonight. He only has one shot. Nylander 10:42, followed by McMahon at 10:39. Tavares at 9:43. Lorentz is at the bottom with 6:28. So 6:28 for Steven Lorentz. Cowan 7.5 minutes of ice time, 11 shifts. He has one block shot, no shots on net tonight. From the defensive side, Ekman Larson 14:09, which is amazing. He's got one hit. Jake McCabe 13.5 minutes of ice time, one shot, two blocks, and three hits and a takeaway. So a nice line for Jake McCabe. Morgan Riley 13.5 minutes as well. He has two penalty minutes, three blocks. Excuse me, for Morgan Riley tonight. Chris Tanev 12:51. He's got two blocks. Benoit 12:32, one shot, and then Brendan Carlo 12:19. He's got one shot, two blocks, and a hit. So far, Anthony Stolarz has played the whole way through. Hey, Major Walker, how's it going? Welcome in. 100 penalty. Really? Okay, let's see what's happening. What's happening in this Florida game? All these penalty minutes. Holy smokes. It is a rumble in the jungle. So we got 2 minutes for Hagee for a slash, Bjorkstrand 2 for interference, Greer 2 for roughing, Radish 2 for roughing, Greer another 2 for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct, Bennett 2 for high sticking, Geeky 2 for cross checking, Yanni Gord 2 for roughing, Gadovich 2 for slashing, Kunin 2 for roughing. That was in the first. In the second period, it gets even crazier. Sorelli 2 for cross checking, Kulikov 2 for slashing, Sorelli 2 for unsportsmanlike, Carlisle 2 for roughing, AJ Greer 5 for fighting, Radish 5 for fighting, Gord 2 for roughing, Ekblad 2 for roughing, Gord 2 for roughing, Ekblad 2 for roughing, Samoskevich 2 for roughing, Moser 2 for cross checking, Samoskevich 2 for roughing, Gadovich 2 more for unsportsmanlike, and then Gadovich 5 for fighting and Carlisle 5 for fighting. That is wild. Holy smokes. 44 penalty minutes through two periods for the Florida Panthers, 32 penalty minutes for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And that is just through two, or just in the second period. That is wild. I'm going to have to check out the highlights of that game for sure. That is insane. Yeah, right. Let them know it's just preseason. It's just preseason. That's crazy. All right, let's do this now. Let's break it down for the Detroit Red Wings. Hey, Rickster, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Breaking it down here for the Detroit Red Wings, Dylan Larkin, 15:45, 16 shifts, one shot, one hit. DeBrincat, 15 minutes, 4 shots for him, 1 block. Raymond, 13:20. Casper, 11:12. Cobb, 10:43. If you look at the defense, Sider, 15.5 minutes. That's crazy. Sandin Pelika, 12.5. Edvinson, 11.5. Sherrod at 11. Harmonic, 10.5. Johnson at 8.5. And Gustafson, 7:42. And it's been Cam Talbot that's been playing the whole way through. Hey, Devin, how's it going? Welcome in. The Canucks last night, you know what? I don't even know. Let's see. What did the Canucks do last night? Yeah, 8-1. Vancouver, big win last night, 8-1. That's pretty stellar for sure. Let's take a look. Still no score, Boston and New York. No score, Boston and New York. We're going to be keeping our eyes on that one for sure. Hey, the real Pinky, how's it going? Stolarz in net. Stolarz is looking real good. He's looking real good so far. Crushing it and happy to see it. He's looking in fine form. And I was nervous about Stolarz coming in because of what happened in the playoffs. He's been bumped a few times so far in this preseason as well. Team is sticking up for him, which is super important. You want to see the team kind of jumping in. It was Morgan Riley tonight who kind of got up on Raymond after the little bump earlier. But you got to protect him, right? Have to protect him. It's super important to protect your netminder. So very, very happy to see the Leafs doing just that, jumping in and getting involved where they need to. So that is absolutely huge. So good work, Toronto. You're making us proud, making us proud. All right, let's take a look here. Now the question we got to figure out, chat. I don't know what your thought is on the subject, but we know we have a stacked lineup, and there's 3 guys not in the lineup tonight that may not be on this team for much longer. And I don't know what the best combination of them is. And the 3 I'm talking about is Nick Robertson, Calle Jarnkrok, and David Kempf. The Maple Leafs just don't have the room. Right now, they're carrying 26 players. They got to get their roster down to 23. So they are 3 guys putting them over the top. Now, part of that, James Reimer, they have on PTO. So who knows what they do with James Reimer. Dennis Hildeby, no doubt, will go down. We assume Joseph Wall will return. He is on leave. But he is taking a roster spot. So we're carrying an extra goaltender now. So do we still stay with 3 goaltenders, or do they put one down? Henry Thurn, he's up here. He's a one-way. He's got 1 year until he's an RFA. So it's an NHL contract. Do we put him on waivers and send him down? Do we carry the extra defense? I think you need to carry him. It's really when it comes down to forwards. Calle Jarnkrok, Nick Robertson, and David Kempf. One of those 3 or 2 of those 3 are going to be gone. The question is who? David Kempf, he's got 2 years left on his this year and next year on his deal at $2.4 million. Calle Jarnkrok is a UFA after this year. He's at 2.1. And Nick Robertson, again, he's a restricted free agent at the end of this year, and he's getting 1.8. So 1.8. So what do you do? Hey, Blended, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see. Still calling 70 goals for Matthews. That would be something. Leafs need to look at Cowan trade to upgrade top lines. I don't know if they're willing to trade him. See rumors that one of the West teams might be interested in him. Think David Kempf goes. Yeah, Daniel, I'm with you. I mean, I think Kempf probably goes and Nick Robertson probably goes. I think Calle Jarnkrok, they hang on to. I think coach likes his style. I think the team likes his style. He can come in and play wherever his need be, and knowing that he, it's just this year on his contract makes him a very nice trade bait type of person at the trade deadline. Ashton, how's it going? Welcome in. What about them Blue Jays? Hey, Jesse, good to see ya. I am good, thank you. Robertson, I think we'll get traded. Needs a place to go to. Yeah, I could see him going to like a San Jose. I could see a San Jose, one of those type of places, picking him up. And again, you don't expect to get much for him, but you want to send him somewhere where he can go and play. Hey, Alexander. So I'm hopeful that he goes somewhere to play. Jesse, I'm so excited for this weekend. I cannot wait. It's going to be a good weekend of baseball, that's for sure. Go Leafs, go Jays. But yeah, if you look at Nick Robertson, I mean, Nick Robertson has been an interesting case study, right? 69 games last year. He had 15 goals. He averaged about 12 minutes of ice time, which is actually a career high for him, right? The year before, 23-24, he averaged 11-23. The year before that, it was 10-53. The year before that, it was 10-16, then 9-26. So he did primarily play third and fourth line roles. But 12 minutes a game, 69 games played, 15 goals. I think if he played top 6, he could have been a 20-goal scorer for sure. Yeah, San Jose. I mean, I think San Jose is such a good fit for him. I really like what San Jose is doing, what they're building. When you look at their forwards, Toffoli is a great goal scorer. Toffoli can score anywhere and everywhere. He is absolutely a wild man. Alex Wenberg, we know, he's a decent leader. He can score goals. Adam Gaudette, he's trying to develop. But when you look at the youngsters they have together with William Eklund, Will Smith, of course, Celebrini, there's so much young talent on the San Jose squad that I think Nick Robertson actually fits in there quite nicely and will give them a well-rounded group. If you look at potential, right, of their lines, you got Skinner, Celebrini, Will Smith as your top line, Eklund, Wenberg, Toffoli as your second line, Kurashev, Michael Misa, the other young gun, and Colin Graff. There's no reason why he couldn't fit into a third line role here and even potentially, fit in on that second line. So there's so much room to move things around in San Jose. I think that would be a really, really solid deal. And by the way, the Sharks, if I can back this up, the Sharks have first round pick. They have 2 first rounders in 26. They have their first rounder in 27, 28. They got 2 second round picks this year, including one in 27 and one in 28. They have no thirds. They got 2 fourth rounders and then one in 27, 28. So you could trade Nick Robertson for a 4th round pick. If you could steal a 2nd round pick away from them, that would be phenomenal. They got 2. I don't know if you do that, but a 4th rounder, you should be able to get no problem for Nick Robertson. So that would be very interesting. They do have a little bit of cap space, right? They do have a little bit of cap space. The problem is they are over the roster limit as well, but everybody is right now. It's preseason. So that would be very interesting if San Jose was willing to take a piece. Let's see here. The Sharks will take a bite out of it. Yeah, they're going to be a fun team to watch. I think we get a third. Brad is doing way better than Dubas in negotiating. That's true, Daniel. He is. He really, really is. And maybe there's a 3-way deal to be had, right? Maybe there's, if you send him somewhere and maybe you package in David Kempf to go somewhere else and you pick up a couple of draft picks, I think that would be okay. Toronto, when it comes to their draft situation, they're a little hurting right now. Toronto's a little hurting. They have no first round draft pick in this year, 2026, or I should say next year. They have no first round pick in 2027. So those are both traded away. Hey, Joey, how's it going? Welcome in. Watching the Panthers boxing the Lightning. Joey, it's nuts what's going on there. But yeah, Leafs have no first rounders in 26 or 27. They have no second rounder in 26. They have a third rounder this year and no third rounder in 27. They have no 4th round pick this year or in 28. So he'd be looking to pick up a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounder to help get some picks back because they really traded them all away last year. So they definitely need to make some moves to pick up some 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round picks for this season. And I think that should be fairly easy with those 3 guys included. And then that solidifies your roster. The decision they have to make, though, is what indeed or where indeed do they put Easton Cowan? Do they leave Cowan on the 4th line? In my opinion, that's a little bit of a waste. It's a little bit of a waste. You want him to get some more playing time. Does Max Domi stay at that top spot, or at some point do they flip-flop? Do you put Joshua on the 4th line and move Cowan up to the 3rd line? So there certainly is some flexibility there. We know they talked about playing William Nylander at center. We know Domi has played center. Is there an opportunity where John Tavares drops down to the 3rd line center and Domi slots in there, Michelli up to the 1st line, and then Cowan moves up on a wing? There's so much flexibility. Hey, Laurie, how's it going? Go Leafs go. Welcome in. 6 Tampa Bay in the box at once. That is madness. That is absolutely crazy. All right, folks, this has been a lot of fun talking hockey with you. We're so close to 100 likes. If you haven't hit that like yet, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, hit that like button for us, and share us out. It's so important to do. We're ready to get going for period number 3. Let's see if the Leafs can add some insurance, because it's 1-0 Toronto. They need some help. Still no score, middle of the 3rd inning in New York. Red Sox, Boston. But here we go. Let's get it ready. Let's get it ready. Ooh, this is kind of too hard to read. There we go. All right, let's do it. Is Easton Cowan going to have an impact in this period? Is Scott Lawton going to have an impact? Let's go. Jenna, how's it going? Oh, thank you so much, Jenna. I love talking hockey, and you never know what can happen, but it's always fun to speculate. All right, here we go. Period is underway. They just dropped the puck. It's back in action. And right away, Toronto brought it to the Red Wings zone, but the Wings going to bring this one out. Down to the Leaf zone, cross-ice pass. Trying to set this one up. Domi comes in to try and take it away. Detroit just dancing all around right now. Great moves by the Wings. Wings back to the point. Edvardson playing this one across. Long shots. And Stolarz still in net here today. I had to look for a second. I'm like, is that him? Is that him? And it is him. Stolarz is still staying in the net, as is Cam Talbot. So they are going the distance. John Cena, how's it going? Hope the Leafs win. You and me both. Always nice. Go Jays. Go Jays. No more Braves. Go Jays. All right, off the draw, Tavares going to put it behind the net for Carlo. He's going to bank it around the boards. I know we've talked about Carlo a little earlier here tonight. Hey, Randall, how's it going? You know, when Carlo was on Boston, I thought he was a big brute force. Since he's come over to Toronto, he has not played the way I totally expected him to. Nylander coming in on the forecheck. Tavares in there as well. The Wings, though, find a way to get it past them both. Hitting the red line, they're going to dump it in. I need more TVs. 3 hockey games. Oh, Krista, I used to set up during playoff time back in the day before internet. I used to set up 3 TVs with 3 cable boxes so we could watch all the games. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that very much. This down in the corner. Joshua watching his man. Wings doing a nice job. Putting this one down low. Maple Leafs pinching up, pushing into the boards. Wings going to bring it around back to the point. Cross ice. Here's a long shot. Here's a deflection. That one goes wide. Michelli going to pick this one up. He goes off the glass, getting it out to the red line. Now he steals it back over to Waugh. Toronto plays it up. Waugh heads up. He loses it. He got to circle back. Doesn't give it to Benoit. Now he does. And Benoit going to tip this one across. Benny going to dump this one up. And Toronto going to chip it all the way down. Yeah, CMF. Way too much. When you're a big guy like that, you got to be very careful standing in front of your own net. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Welcome in. Go Leafs, go. Go Leafs, go. We got a too many men on the ice penalty. Come on, too many men on the ice.
The second period, where is the Leafs? 1, 2, 3.
It looks like this is going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be on Detroit. So Toronto's going to get a power play opportunity here. And I agree, Todd. I used to love picture-in-picture TVs. They were so good. This coming across. Here's a blast. And my old cable box used to do picture-in-picture if the TV couldn't. Man, I watched so much stuff in picture-in-picture. I don't know why that went away. I wish they would bring that back. We need picture-in-picture to come back. Here comes Nylander over to Nyes. Nyes cycling it around, gives it away. Matty Nyes, come on. The Wings going to send this one out and all the way down the ice. 30 seconds gone in the Maple Leafs power play. Nylander spinning around. He's being watched. Willie going to carry this one up. One hand on a stick to Nyes. Nyes back. Comes over to Matthews. Matthews in over the line, and they flip it over to Tavares. Banks it off the boards to the point. Over to Nylander. Willie taking a look by the near boards. Back over to Riley, middle of the ice to Willie. Face-off circle at the top, and his shot sails high. Riley hustling over. He can't keep this one in. Raymond actually picks up the puck. Going to dump this one down the ice. Right on Stolarz. Stolarz had to be sharp. This one played in the corner over to Nylander. Nylander's been a little floaty today. He's been a little floaty. Got to work this one up. 40 seconds left in the Leafs power play. Oh, Todd, that would be amazing. Hey, Jordan, how's it going, dude? This down in the corner, 30 seconds to go. Cowan, he's going to bring this one up top. Cowan dumps it off. Over to Domi, back to Cowan, back to Domi, back to Cowan. Cowan up top to Michelli. Michelli skating in. Michelli taking this one down low. His pass goes between the legs of Cowan, but the ricochet over to Domi. Back to Michelli. He tries to center it, and it hits a skate and comes out. Too much passing. Somebody just shoot the puck. Hey, David, how's it going? Yeah, David, in fairness, hang on, here's Cowan centering it in the high slot. Domi shooting, that one gets blocked. In fairness, they spent half the second period on the penalty kill. Here comes Detroit. Long shot up high over the net. I think it got a piece of Stolarz and goes out into the netting. But yeah, David, they spent half the second period in the penalty box, which is why their shots were so low. Oh, nice, JDA. Love it. Love it. Absolutely, CMF. If you're going to make a bonehead play, I will call them out. Listen, I love my Leafs. I love hockey. And if you make a bonehead play, we're going to talk about it. This shot is going to be deflected up and net a play. Keep the faith alive. That's right. Keep the faith alive. Man, CMF, we were so hard on so many players. And what I noticed, completely coincidental, because I guarantee you none of them watched the show. We called out a lot of players last year. We were hard on them for several games, and then boom, all of a sudden, big game. Of course, David, of course. Listen, the Blue Jays are the story right now. Blue Jays are the hot story. We're going to have them Saturday afternoon, either at 1 or 4, depending on what time the game is. Here comes Toronto. Nice little move. Joshua working his way in. That 81 still gets me every time. I just want to say Kessel every time I see him. Tarps off, absolutely. George Springer was tarps off the other day. Holy, they were partying. Took him about 30 seconds after the last out before he was stripped down. So about 15 and a half minutes to go here in period number 3. Would love to see the Leafs pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Pickleball Pat, how's it going? Good to see you. Quick shot going to go just wide. Tavares trying for the wraparound. He gets kind of stiff-armed. He goes down. Detroit putting this one to the end boards. Stolarz comes out to play it. Leafs wrapping it around. You know, this isn't playing much like a preseason game. There's a lot going on in this one. Same in Florida, Tampa Bay. Hey, Hopeton, how's it going? Good evening. Wildcard series, some real aces on the mound. Oh, and the Red Wings score. Oh, so Stolarz gives up a rebound, and this one just gets buried. Dylan Larkin. It's a captain's match tonight. Matthews for the Leafs. Larkin is going to come up with this one. Side of the net, the Wings were just cycling it very, very nicely. The shot comes from the point. Stolarz went to catch it, and it kind of came out of his glove, and it goes right to Larkin, who buries it. So absolutely no chance for Stolarz to make the save. Ekman Larsson was doing the right thing in tying him up, but this was just a bad save by the goaltender. Reached out with the glove, it hit the glove, popped down, and Detroit Larkin was able to turn and bury it. So we're all tied up with 15 minutes to go in the third period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. You saw that coming. You saw it coming. Sherratt and Finney going to get the assists. I agree, CMF. Matthews needs to step up. We need to see more of Captain Matthews this year. Now, I give Matthews a pass on last year. I give Matthews a pass. Stallars is doing just fine. Oh, yeah. Stallars, he's playing okay. He's playing okay. David, he did get bumped again earlier in this game, and Morgan Riley came to his defense. Yeah, I give Matthews a pass last year. We know Matthews was hurting. We know the added pressure of wearing the C certainly had a little bit of a mental impact. So we need to have a big season from Captain Matthews this year. So this is going to go out of play again here real quick. It was a nice goal for Larkin. I mean, listen, Larkin for the Red Wings, man, he can play. It's hard to believe he's played 734 games already. I mean, just amazing what Dylan Larkin has done. I still see him as a rookie. Back in play. This coming down around at the side. Michelli digging at it. We're going to get a whistle. We got a hooking call coming up. Hooking here in the third period. It looks like Waugh's going to go to the box. It is Waugh for hooking. That's right. He still had 40 goals. He was still ridiculous considering what Matthews did last year and all the injuries and all the talk. He played. Oh, no, sorry. No, not 40 last year. What was it last year? 33 last year. 67 games. He had 33 goals, 45 assists, 78 points. So 33 and 67. That's still pretty darn remarkable considering everything he was battling and dealing with. So almost 40. All right, here comes Detroit. Another power play for them as Detroit is certainly getting their practice in with the man advantage. They are 0 for 6 right now with the man advantage. Here's Raymond, a little backhand. Detroit shooting. Star is going to stop this into the corner for Tanev. D is getting a strong workout today. Leafs bobbling it. Lorentz can't clear it. Wings back to the point. Hey, Tim, how's it going? Big money guys need to earn it. Absolutely, Tim. And finally now, Toronto gets this one out and down the ice. Bringing it around. Here comes Sider. Sider, a little dipsy-do. Going to drop this one back. Stepping up, Detroit takes the zone. Toronto standing up. Benoit with a nice move. Gets it to the line and out. 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. That's right, 63 the year before. Bubble wrap Matthews. This coming around behind. Bobby McMahon, he's going to try and flip this up. He gets it to Joshua. Joshua hitting the red line. He's going to dump this in right on net. Talbot going to kick it over to the side. Turning around, here come the Red Wings yet again. If you're the captain of the Leafs, you have 150 points. Of course, at least. Bringing this one back around. Little flip pass behind. Matthews going in the corner. He swipes at it, trying to get some help. Trying to dig. This comes out playing Detroit. Back to the point. They just hold it in. Bringing this one up. Shot. Stallars taking it off the shoulder. Nice job there. Real nice work. Another save. Save after save after save after save. That's right. Matthews had 33 goals last year. 69 goals 2 years ago. 40 the year before. 60 the year before that. So yeah, 69 last year. 40 the year before. 60 the year before that. This tipped Tavares. He can't carry it up. Under 12 minutes to go. Detroit coming in. Little quick stick there by Riley. Able to poke it free. Walking into the corner. Backdoor. Stallars. Got a piece diving across. Unbelievable. What a play by the Red Wings. But what a play by Stallars to keep this one out of the net. Taking this one around. Toronto Michelli. Over to Nylander. Nylander dipsy doodling. He's going to dump it in the corner. Tavares going in here after it. Around behind the net. Michelli can't get there. Michelli getting some time with Tavares and Nylander right now. Johansson going to play this one up. And again, the Wings going to send it in. Shots now 37-14 as they are beating up Toronto in the shot department. giveaway here. Toronto able to get it back over to Benoit. Benny looking up the middle, gives it to Matthews. Matthews off the boards, playing the billiard-style bank pass to Nyes. Nyes going to play this one down. Wings bringing it around. Matthews intercepts. In the middle for Nyes with a shot. He ripped that one. That goes just wide. And the Wings going to clear this one out and down the ice. Back to pick it up is McCabe. McCabe setting it up over to Nyes. Nyes going to chip it in. Nyes racing down. He kind of gets picked off. Can't get in there on Raymond. Domi in there. Puck sits in the corner. Domi going in here after it. It's going to go off the glass, and here comes Detroit. 2-on-3, 3-on-3 into the zone. Turning the corner, shooting. Stellaris taking it off the shoulder. Looking behind him as the puck continued around. Picked up here by Easton Cowan. Cowan with speed. Cowan, he tries to shoot 5-hole, and he gets driven hard into the boards, feet first. And here come the Wings back the other way. 10 minutes to go. Here in period number 3, Detroit walking right up the middle, shooting. Big shot block there by Carlo. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence is now going to carry. We're going end to end here, folks. Lawrence with it. He gets knocked off it. Comes to Cowan. Cowan going to overskate it, turning back in the corner. And the Wings going to flip this one up. And it's going to go out of play. Holy smokes. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Big speed going end to end, working it. And they're going to have a commercial break to bring the shovels out and clear things off the ice. What hockey. Jennifer, how's it going? Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate that. So kind, so generous. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the gifts over on the talk. Great game. Yeah, Casey, it is a really good game so far. Considering it's still preseason hockey, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. These guys are playing so hard, and they are looking real, real good. This is going to be a very exciting season. Listen, it's going to be a season full of ups and downs. Health is going to be a major factor, and we have no idea come game 84 what things are going to look like. That's right, Joshua, it is. Hey, Monty, how's it going? But when everything is said and done, the Leafs, you know they're going to be in the playoffs. You know it's going to be a busy, 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 busy year. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a good playoff run. I can see it already. But let's get there first. Let's have another division title. They won the division last year. The Blue Jays won the division this year. Let's get another big division win for us here today. We need a shovel emoji. There might be a shovel emoji in there. Not a custom one, but there's got to be a shovel one. No, there's no shovel. I thought for sure. That just sounds like one that there should be. He's using the spoon. There it is. The spoon emoji works just as well. That's funny. High event hockey, love it. Absolutely. CMF, the White Lotus Leaf season. All right, coming back from commercial break. Let's do this. I'm not drinking enough. We got to keep the fluids going. Off the draw. This one was ripped just high and wide. Nylander coming out in front. Tavares takes it away from him. Trying to send it back over. Nylander is backing up, goes down. Tried to block the outlet pass. Now it's a 3-on-2. Detroit coming in. Everybody is dropping down on a knee to block shots. Shot comes on, and it comes just wild. Yeah, Joey, the Lightning and the Panthers, it is WrestleMania. They're going crazy. Nylander with this now. He's going to go cross ice. Ekman Larson going to bring it in. Eki trying to drive towards the net. A little weak backhander right on. That's going to be grabbed and held by Talbot. 9:05 to go as Soderblom gets the glove up in the face of Bobby McMahon. Everybody's chewing on their mouth guards like it's a piece of double bubble. Scraper the scoops too hard on the back. I fried an egg and a package of smoked salmon. Oy, oy, oy. Beverly, we're with you. We're with you. All right, Leafs, come on. 9:05 left to go. Let's pick this one up. Off the draw, Leafs win. Shot. That one's going to go just wide. Picked up here by the Wings. Wings are very quick to jump on the puck. Going to carry this one up. A little stick lift. Nice. Can't get it. Coming around. Stolar is going to stop it behind the net, giving it over to McCabe. McCabe shovels it back across to Tanev. And Domi having some trouble bringing it out. Centering pass to Matthews. That one doesn't work. Going to try again. Over to Matthews. He's going to dump this one in. We're going to flip the hat around. Hey, Canadians. Welcome back in. Hopefully you won't spam. 1-1 is the score. That's a respectable hockey score. This one down in the corner, playing it around. This shot drifts just wide. Big takedown here in the corner. Yikes. Here's another blast. That one goes just wide. Here's a shot. Look out. Down, trying to scoop it around. Another blast in a shot block. Leafs are blocking shots like crazy. Joey, who did I name drop? I probably didn't even realize it. Here they come up. Crisscross. Applesauce. Here comes Joshua. Joshua going to lose it at the line. Waugh's going to come in. He gets turned around. And here come the Red Wings right back, trying to bring this one in. Think they're going to overtime and a shootout, says Jesse. Down in front, Stolarz is looking, backdoor, and they score! The Red Wings take the lead! Oh, no. Stolarz. DeBrincat is going to get credit for this one. Down in the corner, Stolarz went for the poke check. He missed it, got a piece of it, and did not pick it up. So Stolarz went for the poke check, a backwards pass right to the tape of DeBrincat. And Stolarz just slow to react as he lost this puck, and it just trickles in backdoor. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Oh, double bubble. Oh, Yankees up 1-0. Oh, that makes it even worse. 7.5 minutes to go. Detroit is up 2-1. Shots are now 41-16. Hey, the fact that they've had 41 shots on net and only scored 2 goals, that's pretty good. Plus, the Leafs have blocked 19 of them. 19 blocks. Benoit backing this one up. Here's Ekman-Larsson. Still 7 minutes to go. Over to Lorentz. Lorentz, the way this is going, they could hit 50 shots. Hey, Seth, how's it going? That's right. Tigers winning earlier today. Wings in their own zone. Starting to bring this one ahead. Come on, Tirana. Taking a look, McCabe. McCabe going to cycle around behind the net. Unbelievable. Here we go. Come on, Leafs. Pick it up. Tanev going to hammer this one. Once he hits the red line, Talbot out to stop it, plays it away from McMahon. Toronto tries to knock it down on the boards. Nylander picks it up. Nylander going to curl. He's going to flip this over to Bobby McMahon, trying to find his way in. Gets pushed off the puck. Hey, Sasha, how's it going? Welcome in. Yankees are tough to beat, Seth. Yankees are on a streak right now. Yankees have been playing really good baseball. Nylander can't get the puck. Puck is bouncing all over the place. 6 minutes to go. And that's going to be a whistle and offside at the Maple Leafs line. Ottawa down 4-0 to St. Louis. They're going to take another commercial break here. Let's go. 2-1 Rangers Devils, 4-0 Blues over Senators. Panthers and Lightning tied at 2s. But there it is, the Yankees on the board, 1-0. Oh, Yankees. Yankees, why? Let's see what happened. Rosario singles on a ground ball to left fielder Duran. Cody Bellinger scores Giancarlo Stanton to second base. So there it is. The Yankees, oh my goodness. Yankees now have bases loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out. And they just scored again. I guess they walked in another run.
Did you want to redeem your Canadian Tire money?
So 2-0 New York now. 2-0 Yankees. Oh. Man, I really wanted to see Toronto-Boston. I really wanted to see Toronto-Boston so badly. I'm a huge Leaf fan. They're in trouble this year. CMF, I don't think they're in huge trouble. I don't think they're in huge trouble. They'll be okay. They will be okay.
We've already got tons of WestJet points.
So there's Volpe. Oh, it was a single. It wasn't a walk. So Volpe singles on the ground. Giancarlo scores. Rosario to third. Chisholm Jr. to second. So bases loaded for New York. Most wins when outshot by opponents. The Maple Leafs did it 33 times. The Rangers 31 and the Islanders 31. 85 shot attempts for the Detroit Red Wings today. 85 shot attempts, 35 shot attempts for the Maple Leafs. The Red Wings completely outshining Toronto here today. 6 minutes to go. Most of that is because the Wings played the first half of the second period on the power play. The entire team outside of Stoli has let him down. He's done more than enough tonight. Absolutely. FM 303. Welcome in, by the way. You are correct. He does look in great shape. Stellaris has had a phenomenal game tonight, considering how much rubber has been thrown his way. Face off at center ice. Leafs going to win this one. Domi going to back this one up to Riley. Riley going to bank it off the boards. Here comes Matthews again. Matthews going to dump this one in. Domi has to change direction. Behind the net, Leafs going to keep this one deep. The forecheck, though, not able to keep the puck in. Red Wings going to bring this one up. It's a little offside as they touch it up. I think, are they calling this an intentional offside so they can bring it all the way? Hey, Filio, what's going on? Yes, they are losing right now. They are down right now, 2-1. Red Wings playing a tough game, a real tough game. I think the Jays are playing the Red Sox or the White Sox. So, Jesse, it looks like right now the Blue Jays will play the winner of the Red Sox and Yankees game. And right now the Yankees have the lead. Whistle right off the draw, so they're going to wave Detroit out and do this one again. Again, welcome in to everybody who's new, just hopping in. Appreciate you being here. 5.5 minutes to go here. Let's go Leafs. Off the draw. This is going to be played back to the point. Leafs going to keep this one in. Over to Matthews behind the net. Matthews looking one way. Matthews still coming out. Matthews banking it off the boards. Ekman Larson across. Here's a shot that's going to get knocked down. This is played up. Benoit takes his man down. Trying to swivel this one across. Detroit coming away with the puck, though. Detroit has been very good along the boards. Passing looks more crisp for Detroit. I agree. It was needed. Yeah, Casey, they look good. Detroit is moving the puck really, really nicely today. Really nicely. Good passing. I think Detroit's board play has been very nice. The Leafs have certainly struggled on the forecheck, which is making life a little easier for Detroit to get out of their own zone. Tavares coming in to take this against Rasmussen. Tavares is 10 for 14 today. He's going to win another one. Leafs going to keep this one in, down around behind the net. Toronto trying to wheel and deal and get away. Tavares, one hand on the stick over to McCabe. Back to Tavares. Tavares, little backhand across. Dangerous pass. Toronto keeping it in, sending it in the corner for Michelli. He can't come up with it. Nylander does. Centers it in front for Tavares. Quick shot and a nice save there by Talbot. One of his best of the day. Cassim, how's it going? I love hockey. You're an Islander fan. Well, welcome in. We love our hockey as well. Toronto McCabe going to chip this one up too far out of the reach of Nylander. 4.5 to go here in the third period. 2-1 Detroit. They are going back to Detroit Saturday night for the final preseason game of this season. And then it all starts for real next week. 3-0 now. Catcher interference. Oh my goodness. Carlo behind the net. He's getting swiped at. Slow roller. Toronto going to move this one up. Pass for Cowan. That one is picked off. Back in the corner. Riley playing it around. Carlo going to tip this ahead. Look out. Big hit here. Puck comes out. Is that going to be an offside? They're going to call it. Looks like it is an offside. Good hustle by the Maple Leafs as Joshua just runs over his man. And they're going to take a commercial break because why not? Commercial break. Toronto trying to find a way back in this game. They are certainly struggling right now. They are certainly not finding their way. Austin Matthews, the lone Leaf goal from Nyes and Tavares. Dylan Larkin scored first for Detroit, and Alex DeBrincat has the other one. It is now 3-0 New York. Still bases loaded, 3-0. Full count, 3-2. We're awaiting the next pitch. I can't reach my TV remote controller. I would change the TV. Red Sox are challenging. All right, hang on. Let me grab my remote. There we go. So I'm going to put it on the TV. See what's going on. So let's see this. I don't know what they're challenging. I'm trying to catch up on what's happening in this Red Sox game. So it's 4-0 now. My gosh, 4-0 now. Still 2 runners on. 4-0. Well, Blue Jay fans, it looks like we're going to be playing the New York Yankees. I mean, there's still lots of baseball left to go, but 4-0. Yankees, they do have a similar issue to the Blue Jays in terms of the bullpen not being solid. But we're going to keep an eye on this one. But let's get back to the hockey game. Face-off coming up. Toronto Maple Leafs trying to get back in this one. They may need a little bit of help. Or a lot of help, depending on how you look at it. 2-1 is the score. Face-off just outside the Leaf zone. Scrambled. Detroit going to kick this one back. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Down in the corner, Riley up on his man. Carlo there as well. Carlo up to Domi. Maximilian, he's going to play this over to Matthews. Matthews coming in. Matthews looking, shooting, sharp angle. Talbot kicks that one aside. Domi has this one still circling, leaves it here for Riley. Riley down low. Matty Nyes can't get a stick on it. Domi coming in with a hit, and Detroit going to cycle it around behind. Here's a long pass coming all the way down the ice to Lars. He comes out. He's going to play this around the boards. Riley rifling this down to Nyes. Nyes putting it in the corner. Here comes Joshua in. Can't take it away from Talbot. Toronto fighting to keep this one in. Lawton battling. Leafs hold it in at the line. Shot hits Joshua in the back in Detroit. They're going to clear this yet again. Under 3 minutes to go, folks. Under 3 minutes to go. Here comes Joshua coming in. They grabbed the arm. That should have been a penalty. Joshua still in the corner battling. Lorentz puts it behind the net to Lawton. Scotty knows. Lawton going to fire this one to the point. McCabe sending it right back down low for Joshua. Has it in his feet. Joshua battling. Gets it to Lorentz. Lorentz cycles it back behind the net. Lawton gets taken down. Back behind for Lawton. Lawton, he comes in front, centers it. Lorentz didn't have his stick down. And Detroit is going to flip this one out. And this coming down. Picked up here by Ekman Larson. He's going to turn around and move this one up. McCabe, he's going to dump it in. Larkin is back there to pick it up. Tavares on him, but he turns away. Sider going to flip this one across. Long pass back. And McCabe breaks it up, but he can't clear. 2-on-1. Here's a pass to Larkin. He shoots. Great save, Stolars. Oh, what a save. That was huge. That was huge. Yeah, Ken, how's it going? We're kind of watching along as well. Here comes Nylander. Under 2 minutes to go. Nylander cutting in. He's fighting for this one. Willie gets put into the boards. McCabe is there. Nyes is there. Domi, he comes away with it. Domi pushing. Empty net. Empty net. Stolars has been pulled. Matthews, backhanded. Tip to the point for Riley. Riley passes. He fanned on it. Again, he tries to center it, and that's turned over. Tavares blocks the shot. Detroit comes away with it. Matthews, the lone man back. Detroit shoots. Matthews blocks it. Another attempt, and they score into the empty net. The Red Wings go up again. Oh, my goodness. 3-1 as they put an empty net goal in. Just not good effort here. Not good effort here with the goaltender pulled. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Matthews with a good first effort, a good block. The new Detroit Red Wings. They are looking good here, Casey. They are looking real, real good. Hey, 64, how's it going? Wings are looking real good. Yankees hit the batter. Now the bases are loaded again. Oh, my goodness. Yankees are busting this game wide open. 1:15 to go. A lot of folks heading for the aisles. Toronto going to dump this one in. Matthews, the lone goal for the Maple Leafs here today. Puck is jumping around. Detroit can't clear. Here's a one-timer that's blocked. Rebound. Toronto puts it just wide. McCabe in here fighting. They're going to pass this one back to nobody. And it comes all the way back. 50 seconds to go. It's an empty netter as the Maple Leafs have pulled their goaltender again. Detroit going to play this one back. Ekman Larson can't get it. McCabe gets it. No communication, it seems, right now. Over to Wall. Little saucer pass up. Nice pass. Here comes Michelli. Michelli going to drop it to Cowan. Cowan, he's going to come back to Michelli, but behind the net. Tries to center it. That hits a leg. And Detroit going to hammer this one up the boards. This is going to come out. 20 seconds left to go. Maple Leafs going to just hammer this one right back in. They're keeping this in. Detroit working it through. Still battling, still pressing. This coming in front, and there goes the horn. This game is officially in the books. This game is done. The Maple Leafs lose. Detroit takes it 3-1. Your goal scorers, Austin Matthews from Nyes and Tavares. Then it was all Wings in the third period. Larkin from Sherratt and Finney. DeBrincat from Nygaard. And where did the other goal go? Oh, that was it. DeBrincat from Nygaard. All in all, the Wings pummeled them. 43 shots to the Maple Leafs 20. In the first period, Detroit went 9. Second was 19. Third was 15. For the Leafs, it was 8, 4, and 9. Detroit, 52.6% on the power play, so they win that battle. 14 penalty minutes for Toronto, 8 for the Red Wings. Detroit goes 0 for 6 on the power play. Toronto, they went 1 for 3. Hey, Mega, so if there's anything to take away from it, Toronto's special teams did okay. 1 for 3 on the power play isn't bad. 0 for 6 by the Wings on the power play is bad. Toronto's penalty killing was very good. 28 hits for the Leafs, 24 hits for the Red Wings. 20 block shots for Toronto. That's excellent, especially for a preseason game. 16 for the Wings. Giveaways 5-4 were very, very low. But when all is said and done, it's just preseason. I hope you've enjoyed. I know I have. And now for the hope the Bo Sox to turn things around. Have a good evening. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Garage Goose, for the gifts over on the talk. And of course, I Can Prep. Thank you so much for the super chat over on the tubes. Make sure you are following us along either on TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch. We appreciate it so much. We will see you on those platforms. Coming up Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock, depending on who wins. It'll be the Blue Jays in either Boston or New York. I hope you'll join us for some baseball playoffs. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I really can't wait. I cannot wait. Your 3 stars for tonight: DeBrincat, Stolarz, and Dylan Larkin. From all of us here at the Samuel B12 Experience, live on the SB12 Sports Network, have an amazing night. Go enjoy some baseball. I'm going to go take a look and see how it's going. But seeing how the Yankees are up 4-0, I don't think we're going to switch it over. But we'll see you on Saturday. Get your Jays gear. Go Jays, go. Have a great one. For those that don't know who I am Sam, and I am out of here. Good night, all.